This is the University of Tampa. UT students travel from across the nation and around the globe to join a dynamic learning community. There are 150 academic programs, continuing studies for non-traditional students, and a highly ranked graduate school. Academic opportunities are extensive and rigorous, but this mid-sized residential campus retains a welcoming feel. With a student-faculty ratio of 16:1, students benefit from direct interaction with expert faculty, a faculty that is passionate about teaching and mentoring. Outside the classroom, UT enjoys a unique environment. Plant Hall, a National Historic Landmark, is surrounded by modern and historic buildings on 105 acres. UT's beautiful downtown riverfront setting offers a gateway to the heart of a vibrant city. Students are within walking distance of jobs and internships, and the recreational opportunities are endless, both off campus and on campus. Students live in upscale residence halls and enjoy diverse activities, including performing arts, guest lectures, nearly 200 clubs and organizations, and a nationally ranked NCAA Division II athletics program. The UT experience begins with an innovative first-year program and continues with opportunities to challenge yourself in the honors program, to study abroad, to conduct research with faculty, to do an internship, to volunteer in the community, or to participate in multiple leadership programs. Explore your dreams, discover your talents, get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
In the late 1920s, the prospect of a Hillsborough High student enrolling in college was bleak. The nation was in the throes of the Great Depression. Businesses were failing, and many of Tampa's beautiful waterfront homes were left abandoned. The principal at Hillsborough High, Frederick Spalding, didn't see these barriers. He only saw bright young students who were in need of a place to continue their learning. In 1931, collegiate-level courses were offered at Hillsborough High. This would later become the University of Tampa. On August 2, 1933, Spalding arrived at the doors of Plant Hall with a 100-year lease from the city and a firm resolve, and with the turn of a key, opened the door to the University of Tampa. In its fledgling years, UT was fortunate if it could collect half of the tuition due from its students. It was only through the dedication of its professors, who worked without pay, that the university survived the Great Depression. Over the next several decades, UT grew slightly, enrolling up to 1,800 at times, starting several sports teams, and even began accepting students from other areas of the country. But in the early 90s, the growth seemed to stand still, even stop. UT needed new life, some passion. UT needed strong leadership.
In 1995, Dr. Vaughn became president and UT began to transform. 1,000 UT students has become 7,200, and we are now entering our 17th consecutive year of record enrollment. All the while, UT's academic profile continues to increase. There has been $350 million in new construction since 2000. We have added 7 new residence halls, academic buildings and labs, as well as athletic facilities. Plant Hall even got new carpet and new windows. UT now has more than 3,000 events annually and 200 clubs and student organizations. We have won 13 NCAA Division II championships, and since 2000, Spartan teams have won 35 Sunshine State Conference titles. As a member of the University of Tampa Spartan family, you are a guiding force behind UT's remarkable success. We are alums, students, parents, and friends, and together we are changing lives. We are individuals, yet the greater whole is only complete when we work together. You have helped make UT a vibrant community with growing resources and a superior reputation. Just like in the beginning when professors worked without pay, the spirit of giving at UT remains strong. Last year, nearly $14 million was donated to the university by thousands of generous supporters. When we strengthen education, we strengthen our job force and our nation as a whole. Donations support academics, campus life, and a student's ability to afford an education. Your participation is what matters most and shows that our Spartan family believes in the future of UT. Whatever level of support, your gift is important to us and enables UT to provide the challenging, high-quality education that has defined our university. Thank you for helping UT achieve such great success.
There is something electrifying about a vibrant community of learning, providing new knowledge, reimagining teaching and learning, designing and reinventing the spaces where we learn, live, and work, attracting and inspiring the best students and faculty, engaging locally and globally. These are essential to creating tomorrow for UT and our world. A campaign causes us to state what we stand for. It propels us to envision the future and work diligently in new and exciting ways. It inspires supporters to believe in the long-term value of campaign priorities. It impacts the world we inhabit today while we're creating tomorrow.
We are deeply grateful that so many of you stand with us. Together, we are developing UT as a model metropolitan community of learning.
We are pleased you enjoy the satisfaction of investing in the lives of students. Your heartfelt commitment makes for an electrifying connection among all of us.
Creating Tomorrow has been a campaign committed to advancing UT's mission and vision for the future. Our focus, the people, places, and purpose of the university, has transformed the UT educational experience and created a legacy of excellence.
We are where we are today, one of the most exciting times in UT history, because you accepted our challenge. You have helped us transform UT from a local treasure with potential to a prominent national figure on the educational scene.
On behalf of our campaign leadership team, we thank you for making so much possible. Because you care, because you believe, UT's future possibilities are unlimited.
At the heart of our university are its people, our students, faculty, and staff who come from around the world and from different backgrounds to share a singular experience. Our primary concern is making UT accessible to deserving students, and then ensuring their academic progress, personal development, and career readiness. Your support ensures that a UT education remains within reach to exceptional students from across a wide economic spectrum. Currently, 92% of UT's almost 9,000 students receive financial assistance. The Creating Tomorrow campaign is committed to increase student financial aid and academic program development. UT's strong experiential learning program is nationally recognized for the variety and number of experiences that shape our students' lives.
My UT scholarships are important because they allow me to focus on my studies and my future without the burden of financial struggles. I am currently a senior and have plans to attend law school next fall. This dream is possible because of the scholarships I've been awarded. Receiving financial aid has given me the time to compete on the cross-country team, become involved in student government, and to volunteer in the community. Each year, my scholarships have motivated me to achieve more academically. Thank you for believing in me.
Creating Tomorrow supports an innovative campus that reflects our defining value of educational excellence. We have always considered our campus setting as a resource. The construction of modern buildings and facilities during the campaign has transformed the UT landscape and enhanced the student experience. Projects supported by this campaign inspire a strong sense of community for everyone who lives, learns, and works at UT. It is the exceptional education which takes place beyond the impressive facades of our buildings that helps us attract and retain talented faculty and students. Students have access to the best faculty, facilities, tools, and resources to nurture their passions. Cutting-edge technology and equipment provide students with new ways of learning and engaging others. UT's excellent residential learning environment provides a variety of rich co-curricular learning experiences. Our emphasis is on developing the whole person.
We say we are changing lives to create tomorrow, and we mean it. Every day we stretch to do better, to do more, and to use UT's entrepreneurial spirit to accomplish the most we can. At UT, education is an intense immersion experience. It creates a strong foundation for a productive life filled with opportunities and preparation for leadership and service. Skills and critical thinking abilities are honed through a challenging academic program and a rich set of co-curricular learning activities. International opportunities play a vital role in preparing UT students to compete in our increasingly global marketplace. The campaign utilizes unrestricted funds to enhance the whole university. These resources allow UT to adapt to changing circumstances and take advantage of emerging opportunities. By expanding programs that enrich the student experience, we strive to develop the whole person and prepare students for success after graduation.
We strive to maintain a remarkable level of support we see from alumni, parents, employees, and friends of the university. Thanks for your confidence in us. We will continue to be conscientious stewards of our resources. We recognize our responsibility to ensure that students leave their UT experience with knowledge and problem-solving abilities to develop a better world.
The Creating Tomorrow campaign has electrified a new sense of pride and enthusiasm about what is possible for UT when we all work together. Your passion and dedication are elevating this university ever higher. We are indeed fortunate to count you as our friends. Thank you for your support.
Welcome to the University of Tampa. My name is Tucker Whitman and I'm a junior marketing major here at UT. Today we're going to look at some of the highlights of our beautiful Riverside campus here in downtown Tampa. We'll start at Plant Hall. This historic building was opened in 1891 as the Tampa Bay Hotel and now serves as the main academic building here at UT with 4 floors of classrooms as well as faculty and administrative offices. Next up, the Vaughn Center, the hub of campus life and activities. This multi-purpose building includes the campus bookstore, our primary cafeteria plus an additional food court, a theater, as well as offices and meeting rooms for student organizations. The Vaughn Center is also one of UT's residence halls, providing 5 floors of student rooms. Morsani Hall is another residence hall here at UT. In addition to housing approximately 450 students, this building offers another selection of eateries as well as a small grocery store. Now let's check out the Sykes College of Business. This academic building houses classrooms and faculty offices for UT's undergrad and graduate business students. This building also has a real-time stock trading room. Right next door is the Sykes Chapel for Faith and Values. This gorgeous interfaith chapel features a large main hall complete with a massive pipe organ, as well as meditation rooms and meeting rooms. Student healthcare is a major priority for us here at UT. The Dickey Health and Wellness Center is accessible to all students and provides high-quality services including basic medical care, counseling, and wellness programs. On the east side of campus, you'll find the McDonald-Kelsey Library. Here, students can learn from a large collection of books, periodicals, and digital databases. They can also take advantage of our numerous study rooms and computers. The Academic Success Center is another great resource for students. This is your one-stop shop for academic advising, coaching, and tutoring services. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just want to shoot some hoops, the athletic facilities here at UT are hard to beat. The Bob Martinez Athletic Center includes a large gymnasium, a weight room, and training facilities. In addition, the campus features an aquatic center open year-round, 6 tennis courts, baseball and softball fields, a 1,500-seat stadium, as well as a lacrosse field and intramural complex. Need a break from studying? Head to Falk Theater and catch a play. This 1,000-seat historic theater serves as a home for all major performances made by UT's Department of Speech, Theater and Dance, as well as special guests. This is one of UT's newest facilities, the Innovation and Collaboration Building. Here you will find UT's very own Starbucks. In addition, classrooms, cybersecurity labs, study lounges, and the Loth Entrepreneurship Center, designed for student entrepreneurs to launch their startups. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video tour of UT, we'd love to give you one in person. For more information or to schedule a campus visit, go to ut.edu.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
There was no issue. It's the first time it's ever happened. Dude, they get
Mic check, mic check, mic check. All right. We're almost started for baseball, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to beautiful Tampa, Florida. We'll be with you in 1 second.
As we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the University of Tampa here in beautiful Tampa, Florida. We are here for a doubleheader of Sunshine State Conference action here today, both at 1 and 4. This is, of course, Game 2 of the series. Spartans took Game 1 last night, score of 7-1, led by, of course, Jamarcus Lyons' triple and home run that broke open the game. And also fantastic pitching by Dalton Ross, Urbe, and Nelson. My name, of course, Tate Tater Talk Gephardt. You'll only hear me for right now, as I believe I'm the only person calling today's game. And yeah, we're about to go underway, so wherever you are, hopefully you're having a nice Saturday. It's a beautiful day here in Tampa, Florida. And here come the Spartans, ladies and gentlemen. Ready for some beautiful Saturday baseball. What's up? We're going to give you a quick lineup for both teams, and then we'll be underway. For the University of Tampa Spartans, batting number 1, center fielder number 8, Jordan Lala. Second batter in the lineup is catching today, was playing third yesterday, number 2, Drew Earhart. Batting third, right fielder number 19, EJ Cumbo. Batting fourth, playing first base today. He's played third base a little bit this year, but normal first baseman. Number 26, Dan Sullivan. Batting fifth, shortstop, son of legendary coach Joe Urso, J.D. Urso, number 11. Batting sixth, third baseman, number 0, Jamarcus Lyons. Batting seventh, DH, number 10, Lorenzo. Batting eighth will be infielder, number 29, Luke Lancy. Batting ninth, playing second base, will be number 5, Nicholas Winkelmeyer. And pitching today, as per usual, Game 1 starter, number 4, Mr. Michael Paul. When it comes to the St. Leo Lions, they'll be starting off with a similar order, a little bit different though. Leading off with second baseman number 4, Anderson. Then will be center fielder 39, Crail. Then batting third will be right fielder number 44, Sparling. Then batting fourth will be designated hitter number 10, Rojas. Batting fifth will be number 7, Wyman, who's playing first base. Hit a home run yesterday. Only run the Lions could score against the Spartans. The batting sixth will be infielder number 11, Cumulus. And the batting number 7 will be catcher number 23, Neiman. And then number 8 will be third baseman 47, Trovinger. Batting ninth, shortstop number 1, Nunez. And then pitching today will be, I believe, Fragio, number 15. Spartans donning the all-red jerseys as per usual on Saturday. It's beautiful, nice and sunny here in Tampa right now. It's currently 83 degrees, feels like 88. And the first pitch, Anderson squares the bunt, and it will be a strike from Paul. 0-1 count. So, of course, if you're at the beach, hopefully you put some, sunscreen on. Don't fall asleep in the sun. Get sunburnt. Second pitch will be a ball outside. Had a friend of mine recently. Well, actually, no, it was me. Just be honest with you. I went to the beach, fell asleep in the sun. My friend's like, let him sleep. And let's just say extremely sunburnt. So it'll be a foul ball, 1-2. So just make sure to put on some sunscreen. Drive responsibly, get home safely. Enjoy your Saturday. If you're in your dorm studying, enjoying whatever you're enjoying at about 1:02. So whether it be ramen or maybe some Mr. Empanadas. Hopefully you're having a good start to your Saturday as well. All the families of the UT players, how's it going? To any scouts and everyone else. Hopefully you're having a good weekend so far. It's just the start of it. Count is 2-2. Like I said, if you happen to get sick of my voice, for those wondering, there is a mute button. You can use it. If you can't find it, unfortunately, you will have to hear my voice. Anderson hits the ball up in the air. And Winkelmeyer looking to be under it, and that will be the first out of today's doubleheader. So Anderson looks at a few pitches, pops one up to Winkelmeyer, and that will be the first out here in the top of the first.
Now batting is the center fielder, number 39, Sam Crail.
Paul looking in. Crail up to the plate. Hit a few long foul balls yesterday. I believe got a hit or two, and looking to add to his weekend. Paul looking to prevent him from doing so. It's an 0-1 count, 1 out, here in the top of the first. Paul coming set, the pitch. Looking for that outside corner, not finding it, 1-1. Paul, the 1-1 pitch. Crail hits it, foul again. Count will go to 1-2. Michael Paul, the 1-2 pitch. Crail hits it deep in the left center gap. Going back on the warning track, making the catch will be Lala, who is playing center field today. So that will be the second out here in the top of the first. Sparling, the 3-hitter for the St. Leo Lions, about to step into the box. Got to do his pre-at-bat rituals. One thing about baseball, you have some rituals that you got to go through. You play enough games, you repeat yourself. Paul, a ball outside. Count will be 1-1, or 1-0. Sorry. Paul looking in, and the pitch. Sparling hits one in the air. And that will be 3 flyouts, and that will take us to the bottom of the first here in sunny Tampa, Florida. Your University of Tampa Spartans, number 1 ranked in the nation, are all tied up with the St. Leo Lions, headed to the bottom of the first here on TampaSpartans.tv. How's it going, everybody? Back here for the bottom of the first. Due up will be Lala, Earhart, and Combo. It'll be lefty, righty, lefty. Spartans have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lefties in the lineup, and I believe 1 switch hitter, so potentially 6. So Lala will be leading off today's game. And joining us on the broadcast will be Brandon Davis. Lala going off. Righty versus lefty matchup. The pitch. Ball low, 1-0. How's it going, Mr. Davis? How's your Saturday?
You good. How are you?
Doing good so far. Doing good. I believe Frigio's how you pronounce the name is 1-0. Pitch to Lala. We'll look for the strike outside and hits the corner. Count will be 1-1. Hot day here in Tampa, isn't there?
Yes. I'm a little bit sweating. I was walking 20 minutes, but I'm here.
No, you're all good, man. No apologies. We're here for a long haul. Pitch to Lala will be a bit high. 2-1. No worries. It's a good day to get a little walk in, especially it's sunny here, so enjoy the beach, enjoy wherever you're at.
Definitely more humid.
That is for sure. Ball's inside, so I believe count will run to 3-1. And yep, 3-1 count. Here comes set. Lala looking in. And that will be ball 4. Lala will do what he's done so many times this year, taking a walk. Leads the team with an impressive 23 walks, which will now turn into 24. I think the record's 75 in a year, and I don't know if he's technically on pace for it, but he has a good chance of it if he keeps walking the way he's been doing so, especially these doubleheaders. Now to the plate will be number 2, Drew Earhart. Drew comes in today batting .378, an impressive start with 23 RBIs, 3 home runs, 5 doubles, and 34 hits. Running is Lala. They'll be sliding in safely will be Lala. Lala with a stolen base. Lala will now have 5 stolen bases on the air, so he'll lead the team in that category, or continue to lead the team, I should say, and he's on second. Runner on second, RBI opportunity here early on in the bottom of the first inning. Drew squaring to bunt. Pitch was a strike. 0-2 count. Looks like Mr. Coach Urso was looking to move Lala over to third. Will be interesting to see if they bunt with an 0-2 count. Radio comes set. And I'm assuming that was a fake throw over. Steps back on the rubber. 0-2 count. Combo on deck. Spartans didn't score till later on in the game yesterday. Looking to make it not so today.
Yeah, it was definitely a low-scoring game. We're not accustomed to seeing that from the Spartans.
We are not. It was a beginning low-scoring game. Of course, if you just saw the final score, it read 7-1, but it really wasn't until late the Spartans started to score. So, very well said, Mr. Davis. Fergio the pitch. Ball high. Count will go to 1-2. Drew is looking for RBI number 24, if he can get a run in or get a single. Gaps looking to be open. Left field line seeming to be wide open as well. Be interesting to see what, I want to say his name, Frigio? Frigio is how you pronounce it? Ball curving outside. Count will be 2-2. We'll get our intern to check on that in between innings. Apologies, of course. The pitcher, of course, for St. Leo. I have heard 2 different pronunciations, so we want to make sure we get it correct. It's a righty-righty matchup. You have Lala on second, speedy outfielder for the Spartans. I think that should be illegal in baseball. The fake throw over just steps on over to second, and I didn't think you could throw over to second on a fake throw over, but
I thought you had to step.
Well, no, if you step off the rubber, you can do whatever, but I thought for some reason the second that was a balk. But nonetheless, Drew hits it foul, so we'll reset and do it again, 2-2. Drew Earhart, a grad student here at the University of Tampa, won a gold glove at second base earlier on in his baseball career here with the Spartans, won a national championship. Plays everywhere for the Spartans. Drew, with a great take, asking the second umpire if that was a swing. He says no. Count will run full. Fujio looking in. Runner on second. Full count. And the pitch to Earhart. Earhart hits it up the middle, looking like it may drop. Does not, but at least brings the runner over. So when he tried to bunt, it was what he was trying to get the result that he just got. So Drew moving the runner over. Not a bad job.
It's a good job by Earhart. He
Yeah.
got the job done. He advanced the runner, so he did what the coach showed him to do. So
Yep. Obviously it wasn't the bunt, but either way gets the same result. And it's something that it's not going to show up on the stat sheet, but it's the things that are going to win baseball games, and that's what the Spartans like to do here in Tampa. So opportunity now for Cumbo to put the first one on the board in today's doubleheader. Lala now on third, Cumbo to the plate. Cumbo fouling it off, count will be 0-1.
But we didn't see the dominant combo that we've seen in the previous games, but
Sure, I mean, it's hard to consistently recreate how awesome he's been throughout the whole year. He did get a single yesterday,
He did get a single.
So he hit well, but he's had a very impressive year so far. And of course, on cue, hits an RBI single, so adds to his RBI total.
Definitely an impressive start for EJ Cumbo. You'd like to see starts like this from your star players. To start early and get in that rhythm.
That's true, and I'm really hesitant. We said this yesterday. I'm hesitant to say star players, not because you're wrong. He is a star player, but there's just so many contributors on this ball club. It's tough to really nail down one or two. Now there may be per game. There may be, hey, like Lions last night was the star of that game, but there was plenty of. I mean, Sullivan had a double, and when you hit a triple and a home run, you kind of outshine stuff like that in that game. But yeah. No, this is a full all-around team. The Spartans looking to do damage throughout the entire year. One thing I will tell you about broadcasting, because I know you're new to at least the baseball side of this, is when you say something, the baseball gods seem to answer with some form of answer. So if you said he's never hit a home run before, they will probably hit a home run. Yeah, it just works that way. I don't know why. Do not know why, but that's why you never talk about no hitters. Never bring it up if it's happening. Just don't address it. Let the game play through. Cumbo takes his lead. Sullivan swings. Great job. Almost a double play. Beautiful play there by Anderson to almost turn two. I mean, off the back foot. I mean, he made that look way easier than that is, folks. Went ranged left, turned his entire body around, contorted, and got the lead runner, and almost got two. So Sullivan takes the place of Cumbo. There are now, I believe, 2 outs. Spartans do lead 1-0. On the Cumbo RBI, if you're just joining us here in the bottom of the first. Now batting, J.D. Urso. Urso on the year, batting .386, 5 doubles, 1 triple, 4 home runs, 28 RBIs. Looking to somehow get into first on the RBI chart on this team. Cumbo just got his RBI, so I'm assuming that was number 30 for Cumbo, if I'm looking at these stats correctly.
Yeah, I believe it's 30.
30, yep. 27 hits on the year for Urso in 70 at-bats. So the freshman, I believe his school year is sophomore because of the COVID year.
Yeah, the red shirt year.
Yep. So really doing damage here for the Spartans. Like I said, one of the many contributors that are happening currently. So righty-righty matchup, Sullivan on first. This is a Sunshine State Conference game, so Spartans looking for win number 8 in the conference, looking for win number 22. Urso hitting on over to short, and they'll just get the lead runner Sullivan there at second, and that will be the end of the first. Spartans get us 1 hit, 1 run, no errors, taking us to the top of the second here in beautiful Tampa, Florida on a beautiful Saturday. Number 1 ranked Tampa Spartans lead by a score of 1-0 against Sunshine State Conference rival, the St. Leo Lions, here on TampaSpartans.tv.
In 1889, St. Leo is the 4th largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay, through its online programs, and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Welcome back to the top of the second here in Tampa, Florida. Number 1 ranked Tampa Spartans have Michael Paul on the mound, but the reason why it is 1-0, if you're just joining us in the bottom of the first, EJ Cumbo had an RBI single up the middle. And that's where we are currently. Up to the plate, I'm going to give you the stats. Will be Mr. Davis is. So the designated hitter, Roa, will be up for his first at-bat tonight. This afternoon. So you have a doubleheader at 1 and at 4, so make sure you tune in, guys, to TampaSpartans.tv. Or continue to tune in if you're here. I always say that, too, and I'm like, oh, wait, they're already here. But continue on with any Rojas stats on the air. Counts 1-0 currently. So Adrian Roa batting a .369, impressive .369 start as he swings and misses right there. .369 batting average. Slugging percentage is a 1.053. Really impressive start from him as he has 24 hits on the season and 9 RBIs with 4 home runs as he swings and misses right there for another strike. That's on-base percentage. On-base percentage. No, I'm not trying to correct you. I'm just letting you know. Yeah, his slugging percentage. I was about to say that's an impressive. I was like, it's insane. But no, he is. You're right. He is slugging the ball to all fields. So he hitting it foul over to Sullivan, or hits it foul over to Sullivan, I should say. 1-2 count to Roja. Paul, it's a righty-lefty matchup. 1-2 count. Paul looking in, and the pitch. Speaking of slugging percentage and on-base percentage, Roa gets on base, looking to turn it into 2, stopping at first, turning around, and that will be a single for Roja. Next up for St. Leo, now with a runner on first, will be Mike Wyman, who's batting a .244 batting average tonight. This is his 79th at bat with 19 hits, 13 RBIs, and 4 home runs as well. One of those home runs, of course, coming yesterday. The only run St. Leo scored in the 7-1 loss for the Lions. Spartans, of course, got win number 21 and conference win number, I believe, 7. 7. Paul, the pitch to Wyman, a fastball that will be a strike, so it's 0-1. The runner on first. Maybe a little bit more offense in today's game. Who knows? Of course, fans of spring training baseball or March Madness, those two other sports are going on right now. Pitch from Paul will be another strike. Will be 0-2. But, yeah, a lot of sports going around here in, the world right now. There's Tampa, Florida is going to also have the USFL here pretty recently. Or pretty soon. but spring training baseball back in action. Paul with the 0-2 pitch. Looking for a swing, didn't get one. Ball goes below the strike zone. Count will be 1-2. Paul trying to change the timing of the hitter, taking some time. The 1-2 count. Throwing over to Sullivan into the outfield is Drew Earhart throwing it into the outfield. So that shall probably be an error. Roa advances to second. Not a bad idea there by Earhart. Just threw it a little too far right of Sullivan. Couldn't get by it. Nice job for Cumbo to quickly get it in. So runner will now be in scoring position. Wyman will have an opportunity to tie this game up here in the top of the second. There are no outs, so a fly ball will most likely move the runner from second to third. I'm assuming if they can get it far enough in center or right. Paul, 2-2 pitch, looking over, and hit over to Lyons. Lyons looks back at the runner, throws over to first, and that will be the first out here in the top of the second.
Good play by Lyons to be aware of the person on second base and then to execute the play at first.
It's one of those fundamentals that sometimes gets lost in the game. Just 1-2 step, filled it, look back at the runner, make a strong throw to first. All you need to do, nothing fancy about it, but a smart play nonetheless. Now batting for St. Leo.
It's Paul Cullimus, who's batting .246 on the year. Will be his 70th at bat with total of 17 hits, 8 RBIs, and only 1 home run on the season.
Paul, the 0-0 pitch. Outside, count will be 1-0. I think their stats might be wrong because they say they have Sparling hitting 13 home runs and have 44 RBIs already. We'll have to get a fact checker on that, but on their website it says 13 home runs and 44 RBIs. I was trying to read across. He might have it. They've played, I guess, enough games. They're 17-8. I don't really have a way of checking that, but. Hit up in the air. J.D. Urso running after it and making the catch. So that'll be the second out here in the top of the second. And then next up to bat for the St. Leo Lions
is Neiman. This will be his first at bat this afternoon.
Will be his first at-bat this afternoon. The catcher for the St. Leo Lions. Runner on second, so if he can get a base hit, potentially tie this game up, that would be big for the Lions. Paul, the pitch, and right on the nose, hits a base hit down the left field line. We'll tie this game up. We'll make a race for second. He'll be standing up in second with an RBI double. The score now reads number 1 ranked Tampa Spartans 1, St. Leo Lions 1, Neiman with the RBI double.
And that's his 13th RBI of the season, so impressive start for Neiman as he reels in the tying run.
We're going to say potentially 13th RBI of the year because you are right in what we're reading on here, but like I said,
as you did say,
yeah, they do have.
They
says Sparling has 13 home runs and 44 RBIs, so if he could, very well could. I guess he's played enough games, but it just seems with the other stats that we're looking at, it seems off. So we'll check on that as the game goes on. So now we have Neiman on second, Trovinger to the plate, third baseman here for St. Leo. Paul coming set. The pitch will be a strike, 0-1 to Trovinger. Some stats on Trovinger, if you will, Mr. Davis.
Well, he's batting .307. It's a good start this season. Total 23 hits, 15 RBIs, but no home runs. But also, interesting fact, 6 doubles this season. Leads the team in doubles.
Pass ball. Or probably wild pitch, I'm assuming. My bad. For Paul. Will advance the runner to the third, and now with 2 outs, the Lions could potentially take the lead here in the top of the second. Paul, the 1-1 pitch. Beautiful pitch on the outside part of the plate. Will clip it for a strike. Count will be 1-2. Paul looking to get out of the top of the second with limited damage. Let's see if he does. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Paul gets his first strikeout of the day. St. Leo does score 1 run off 2 hits, no errors here in the top of the second, headed to the bottom of the second. The number 1 ranked Tampa Spartans are now all tied up with the St. Leo Lions by a score of 1-1 here in beautiful Tampa, Florida on TampaSpartans.tv. And we are back here in the bottom of the second. Fall in love. No, you guys don't want to hear me sing Machine Gun Kelly. Instead, we'll be talking some baseball. Spartans are now tied up with the St. Leo Lions. Neiman hit a double down the line in the top half of this inning, which tied this game up. But the star of last night's game about to come to the plate, number 0, Jamarcus Lyons, had a triple to start off the scoring for the Spartans and now has a home run. Or now had a home run. And first pitch to Lyons will be a strike, 0-1. Yeah, no, he had a triple and a home run yesterday, Mr. Davis, and we both kind of agreed kind of the reason the Spartans got off to that 7-1 victory. So, star of the game, looking to continue what he's been doing in this series so far. 1-1 count. The pitch to Lyons. Hitting that outside corner is Frigio. We're going to go with Frigio. Just because we can't get a pronunciation check. So, Frigio, 1-2 pitch. Lyons, did he go? It says he did not. Strong point there by the umpire. 2-2 count.
Close call there.
Close call there. I've never seen such an aggressive point in my life.
Well, it is sunny out, so.
It is sunny out, doing his job well. Not a bad thing, just you don't see that as frequently. 2-2 count. Frigio comes set. The pitch to Lyons. Lyons staying alive.
Just got a cut on that breaking ball. Lyons must stay patient in the box and try to get a contact on the hit.
Yep. Lyons, really good hitter here for the Spartans, has picked up the pace as the year has come on. Good, working it to a full count here. Veteran move by Lyons. Was down, I believe, 1-2, and now it's worked it to a 3-2 count.
Let's see if he gets that outside corner real quick.
I'm assuming he'll be looking for it. Lyons looking for a hit. 3-2 count. The pitch to Lyons. Lyons swinging on top of it, fouling it off into the catcher's mitt. That will be, I believe, the first strikeout of the day for Frigio. Lyons will walk back to the dugout, and coming up to bat for your University of Tampa Spartans, Giovanni Lorenzo. Lorenzo on the year has 22 at-bats, 5 runs scored, 9 hits, 2 doubles, 5 RBIs, 1 walk, is batting currently .409.
Wow, 409.
409, but you have to also understand limited at-bats.
Yeah.
But
It's still a good statistic.
No, it's still a fantastic statistic and good start to the year. DH in today's game. First pitch to him was, of course, a strike. Second pitch will be a ball in the dirt, so count will be 1-1 with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. So righty versus lefty matchup favoring Lorenzo. When I always say favoring, I mean just based off the lefty-righty opposition. First base coach for Tampa. I know you can't see it on the camera. Didn't move at all. Line shot his way, so seen a few foul balls in his time. Mr. Jimenez down there, down the first base line. Frigio, the pitch. Ball high, count will go to 2-2. Two count. The pitch to Lorenzo. Lorenzo working it to a full count, so we'll have another full count. Another close beginning to a game between these two Sunshine State Conference rivals. The pitch to Lorenzo. Hit on over to the shortstop, Nunez, who bobbles it, throws it in the dirt to Wyman, and that will definitely be an error on Nunez.
Well, it was a tough chopper by Nunez, but it was a good effort to be able to get in front of it and not let it get past him. But nonetheless, he did overthrow it, so it will be an E6 on the play.
Good, very well said, Mr. Davis. Yep, he underthrew the ball. He threw it just in the dirt. I think he was just trying to rush it over there. Probably should just, collected the error there at short and just kept it up. Didn't really hurt him all that much. Lorenzo's still at first. Luke Lancey's now up to the bat for the Tampa Spartans. Has 1 home run in the year, and I know that because I called it. Was a grand slam. Another graduate player here for the Spartans. Glancy on the year, 43 at-bats, 9 runs, 11 hits, 4 doubles, 1 home run, which was a grand slam, 10 RBIs, and is batting .256 on the year. But when he hits well for RBIs, so righty-lefty matchup. The gloveless Glancy will get to swinging. It's a 1-1 count, going with the Vladimir Guerrero senior-esque style of batting with no batting gloves. I know that caused a lot of calluses, but over the years you learn to enjoy it. I've never understood why some people do it. Yep.
Weightlifting.
Well, weightlifting, baseball, a lot of
anything,
some people don't like batting gloves. I don't know. I used to be that way until I ended up finding batting gloves I liked, and that was history. So, nonetheless, 1-2 count. Lorenzo on first base here in the bottom of the second in an all tied up game, 1-1. Spartans still number 1 in the nation. Freggio comes set. The pitch. Ball outside. Count will be 2-2. So Spartans doing a good job working the count this inning, making Freggio use a lot of pitches. Already at 34, and we're only in the bottom of the second. Freggio comes set. The 2-2 count. The pitch. Ball high. Count full again. This third full count we've had in this bottom half of the inning.
I know it's tempting for lefties to usually bait for that high pitch, but good eye from Glancy as he's waiting for his right pitch.
Clancy glanced at it, as some may
Glanced
say,
at it.
and has worked it to a full count. So we'll see what happens on the 3-2 pitch right here, right now. Good look by Glancy. Great at bat by Glancy, and he gets a free pass to first base. Doesn't get to collect $200, but still gets the free pass, and now there will be runners on first and second. And that leads an opportunity for number 5, Nicholas Winkelmeyer, to potentially drive in some runs and take the lead here in the first ball game of this doubleheader. Winkelmeyer, on the year, is looking at 61 at-bats, 15 runs scored, 16 hits, 4 doubles, 1 home run, 9 RBIs, 11 walks, and is batting .262 on the year. First pitch to him will be a ball. The St. Leo Lions will have a mound visit. Probably just not discussing the weather, but it is a beautiful day here in Tampa.
Definitely less windy, more humid. As definitely get your after you watch this game, you should probably go to the beach because it's a nice day.
Yep, if you're not already at the beach, it is a beautiful day to either come out to the ballpark or, of course, head to the beach. But
wouldn't it be so therapeutic to be able to go to the beach and also be watching this game virtually? So therapeutic.
That's what we try to get them to do here at Tampa, so hopefully for those who aren't doing it, we'll one day do that as well. Nonetheless, Winkelmeyer steps to the plate with an opportunity to break this game open. It's a 1-0 count. Video comes set the pitch. Looking for that outside corner, not finding it. Count will run to 2-0.
As his pitch count continues to go up, he's having trouble to find those outside corners facing right-handed batters and left-handed batters.
The pitch, ball outside, count will be 3-0. The pitch to Winkelmeyer will be a strike, so count will now be 3-1. So count will be 3-1 to Winkelmeyer with runners on first and second. Lorenzo on second, Glancy on first. The pitch will be another walk, so bases will now be loaded. There will be ducks on the pond for number 8, Jordan Lala. Jordan Lala on the year has 74 at-bats, 26 runs scored, 25 hits, 6 doubles, 13 RBIs, team leading 24 walks, has 4 stolen bases, one of them, of course, coming today. He's batting .338 on the year. On base percentage is .485 and slugging is .419. Has an opportunity to increase both his average and his RBI total right here, right now. Bases are loaded. There is one out here in the bottom of the second. Spartans looking to take the lead. Fly ball would do it. Base hit would probably score 2. The pitch will be low. Count will be 1-1.
Lala, not to mention, he is the only solely person on the Tampa Spartans that actually scored, having that that single that E.J. Cumble scored him in. So he's definitely trying to get an RBI here.
Yep, Lala with the walk. Walked and then was scored on a RBI single by Cumbo earlier on in today's game. So we'll see what happens with the bases loaded right here, right now. Lorenzo on third, Glancy on second. and I believe Winklemeyer on first. So bases are loaded, ducks are on the pond. Will Lala score evening of them? Great line drive shot going foul down the right field line, so a good look at that baseball, just pulling it foul. So count will still be 1-2. Bases, of course, will still be loaded. Lala looking ready to hit. Frigio looking ready to pitch, coming set. The pitch to Lala. Hits his foot. Hopefully he's okay. Spartans take the lead on a hit by pitch. So Lala has walked and been hit by a pitch for a run. So Spartans, number 1 team in the nation, now leads the St. Leo Lions by a score of 2-1 here in Tampa, Florida. Trainer's not going out to check Lala, so fortunately it looks like he's okay. But up to bat now for the University of Tampa Spartans will be number 2, Drew Earhart. Drew lined out to Crail in the first inning. They're going to have a quick mound visit. Veteran move there by Neiman to try to settle down his pitcher. Looks like we may have a pitching change potentially. And we will. A lefty will be coming in for the St. Leo Lions with the bases loaded and Drew Earhart up to the plate. So the St. Leo Lions will make a pitching change. Frigio's day will be over. If you could give us the final stat line for Frigio on his day.
Well, only 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, 2 runs, 3 walks, and only 1 strikeout on the afternoon. Only faced 10 batters, only 10 batters. So his night will be done, and there'll be a substitution. We have Booth, number 28.
Yep, Booth will be coming in for the Dunkin' Donuts call to the bullpen. Will be a lefty, and we're going to have a rundown of who's coming in by Mr. Davis.
Well, Booth, a 3-0 start so far with a 1.4 ERA. A total of 19 innings, giving up 3 runs, 3 walks, and total of 21 strikeouts. So he comes in to try to save the day for the Lions as they trail by 1.
Well, like I said, Mr. Davis, just knowing the game of baseball, it happens frequently. A starter will be pulled early on, so you don't waste his pitches. You know, he got up in pitch count, so you'd rather him get his day over with. You don't want to,
you don't want to waste time.
No, not waste time. You don't want to, he's already pitched up to around 40, 50 pitches, and it's like, you might need him next week, so might as well just pull him. His day's, not going great, so might as well just pull him away. Bases are loaded, though. Drew Earhart to the plate. Booth comes set. The pitch. First pitch in will be a ball. So Drew looking to break this game even wider open, or even wide. You know what I'm trying to say.
Widely open.
You just can't talk at all right now. Drew hits it over to short, bobbles it, and everyone's safe, and a run scores. So there'll be an error and, I believe, an RBI. So Drew gets it on base safely to first. The University of Tampa Spartans lead by a score of 3-1 here in the bottom of the second. And the last man you want to see with the bases loaded coming up to the plate, number 19, E.J. Cumbo. Cumbo on the year has 5 RBIs, 29 RBIs, 5 home runs, batting .370 on the year, 3 stolen bases, slugging percentage is .630, and in the first inning had a single. So looking to improve on his already impressive day where he had a single and an RBI. So bases are loaded. There is one out. Booth comes in, gets a good ground ball, but Nunez commits another error. That will be his second on the day.
Yeah, disappointing start for Nunez, the shortstop.
Happens, though. Fielding just may not be his day. Nonetheless, it'll be a 1-1 count. Bases are loaded. Lefty versus lefty matchup. The pitch to Cumbo. Cumbo swings and misses. Count will now run to 1-2. Spartans looking to break this game wide open. Already took the 2-run lead here. The pitch from Booth. Another ball in the dirt. Count will be 2-2. Two-two count from Booth. Bases are loaded. Ducks are on the pond. Cumbo hits it in the air directly to Crail. That should be an RBI. All the runners tagging up except for the runner on first, which is Drew Earhart. Run does score. Score now goes from 3-1 to 4-1. Cumbo with an RBI. And Spartans now have runners on first and third with 2 outs with the 4-hitter coming up. Number 26, Dan the Man Sullivan. Will be lefty-lefty battle. Sullivan looking to increase on his RBI total. Cumbo with his 31st RBI on the year. Lefty-lefty matchup. Sullivan the lead, or team lead in home runs with 6. Also the team lead in doubles with 9. Batting .388 on the year. Runners on first and third. 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the second, Spartans have put up 3 in this inning. Sullivan hitting Jimenez, the first base coach.
He ate that.
Yep, hit him right in his stomach, and he just casually throws it on over like it was nothing. He'll probably make Sullivan run a little bit in practice, I imagine. Or either have a good laugh after, so he seems to be okay. 0-2 pitch. 2 outs, runners on first and third. The pitch to Sullivan. Sullivan with a half swing. Did he go? The home plate umpire says he does. Spartans get no hits, score 3 runs, and 2 errors, I believe. And we head to the top of the third. Spartans lead 4-1 here on TampaSpartans.tv.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
And we are back here for the top of the third. Spartans put up a 3 spot in the bottom half of the second. No hits, 2 errors there by Nunez. So Spartans now lead by a score of 4-1 against the St. Leo Lions. Now coming up to the plate for the St. Leo Lions, Mr. Davis.
Is Nunez, obviously, the previous inning he had 2 errors, but this will be his first at bat tonight. This afternoon, as he steps into the batter's box.
Well, I wouldn't say obviously, but yeah, no, Nunez is up to the bat. The pitch from Paul to Nunez will be a strike on the outside corner. Count will be 0-1. Paul comes set. The pitch. Be another strike on the outside part of the plate. Count will go to 0-2.
Nunez, a .292 hitter with 15 RBIs on the year. Try to get on base real quick.
Pitch from Paul will be an almost exact pitch from that last strike, but this one will be called a ball. Count will be 1-2. 1-2 pitch from Paul. Nunez hits it up in the air. Earhart after it, and going through the netting, I believe, into the stands. Count will still be 1-2. It is. It's definitely the greatest thing of all time.
No, what were you going to say? No, it does matter. No, it does.
The 1-2 pitch. Hit down the line, just foul. Impressively curved just inside, or just outside of the third base bag.
Great timing by Nunez to get on that breaking ball, but it was just unfortunate as the ball just went foul.
If you're a Spartans fan, not unfortunate. If you're a Lions fan, it is unfortunate. Nonetheless, we'll restart with a 1-2 count. Paul, the pitch. And gets a base hit to right field over there to Combo. So Nunez gets his first hit of the day.
So Anderson on the year, 368 hitter. So go back to the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 1.
Runner on first is Anderson. First pitch will be a ball. It's a 1-0 count to Anderson. Anderson 0 for 1 on the day. Paul, the 1-0 pitch. Anderson hitting it up in the air and out of play. Count will be 1-1. If you give me a stat real quick, Mr. Davis, on the runner on first base, Nunez, on how many stolen bases he has on the year. Is he a potential threat?
Well, you can see as he was running the first base, he is a potential threat with his running. But only one attempt, and he was caught on the year. So he hasn't had any successful stolen bases this season. So we'll see.
We'll have to see. Very well put, Mr. Davis. Righty versus lefty matchup. Anderson looks ready to hit. Paul looking ready to pitch. And it will be a foul ball. Count will be, I believe, 1-2 to Anderson. One, 2 count. Paul, the 1-2 pitch. About to be underway. Anderson fouling it off to the left side. Count will still remain 1-2.
Yo, TJ, don't say that.
1-2 count.
No.
I know. 1-2 count. Paul. The pitch. Anderson hits a slow roller. Going foul. Sullivan picking up. Foul. And there'll be another 1-2 pitch. 1-2 pitch. Paul looking in. Sorry, let me say it is a 1-2 count, about to be a 1-2 pitch. The pitch to Anderson. Hit on the ground over to Winkelmeyer. Winkelmeyer over to Urso. Urso smartly just holds on to it. Anderson will replace Nunez at first base.
Now we have Krell up.
Krell up. What did he do in his first at bat?
0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Good stuff. Krell will be a righty versus lefty matchup. There is one out here in the top of the third. If you're just joining us, Spartans lead 4-1. They scored 3 last inning, not producing 1 hit. There was 2 errors there by Nunez. In the first inning, Cumbo had an RBI single, and that's where we are currently. Well, actually, should say for St. Leo when it comes to scoring.
Now Anderson, who's actually our first 23 steals on the year. Only time he got caught was 3 times on the year, so he is definitely a threat.
Okay.
As Paul is definitely looking
to
take him out.
1 out, down 3, may be interesting to steal, but like you said, it is a threat. Neiman did double down the line, which gave the Lions their first run of the game. So score is 4-1 here in the top of the third. Krell fouling it down the left field line. Count is 0-1.
It's kind of cool having Anderson at the top of the lineup. It's kind of like a Jacoby Ellsbury lead off and very fast.
It's a good comparison.
Or J.J. Rollins, maybe.
Yep, you put your fastest guy usually in the top of the lineup. You usually need runners to start moving over. So Paul looking in on an 0-1 pitch to Krell. Krell hits a sharp line drive, just foul. So count will be 0-2.
A lot of foul balls from this top of the lineup for the Lions. Really getting that pitch count up for Paul.
Yep, getting that count up. Don't want to go down just by looking at pitches, so they definitely get their fair share of attempts. It is a 4-1 ball game. Top of the third, 0-2 pitch from Paul. Krell hits it on over to Winkelmeyer. Winkelmeyer over to Urso. Urso over to Sullivan, and that will take us to the bottom of the third. Nice double play there by the Spartans here in beautiful Tampa, Florida for a Saturday doubleheader. Going to the bottom of the third, number 1 ranked Tampa Spartans lead by a score of 4-1 against the St. Leo Lions here on TampaSpartans.tv.
Welcome to the University of Tampa. My name is Tucker Whitman and I'm a junior marketing major here at UT. Today we're going to look at some of the highlights of our beautiful Riverside campus here in downtown Tampa. We'll start at Plan Hall. This historic building was opened in 1891 as the Tampa Bay Hotel and now serves as the main academic building here at UT, with 4 floors of classrooms as well as faculty and administrative offices. Next up, the Vaughn Center, the hub of campus life and activities. This multi-purpose building includes the campus bookstore, our primary cafeteria plus an additional food court, a theater, as well as offices and meeting rooms for student organizations. The Vaughn Center is also one of UT's residence halls, providing 5 floors of student rooms. Morsani Hall is another residence hall here at UT. In addition to housing approximately 450 students, this building offers another selection of eateries as well as a small grocery store. Now let's check out the Sykes College of Business. This academic building houses classrooms and faculty offices for UT's undergrad and graduate business students. This building also has a real-time stock trading room. Right next door is the Sykes Chapel for Faith and Values. This gorgeous interfaith chapel features a large main hall complete with a massive pipe organ, as well as meditation rooms and meeting rooms. Student healthcare is a major priority for us here.
And we are back here for the bottom of the third. Your University of Tampa Spartans lead by a score of 4-1 against the St. Leo Lions. Now up to the plate for the University of Tampa Spartans is number 11, Win Reality athlete, and shortstop for the Spartans, J.D. Urso. First pitch to him will be a strike on the outside corner.
Well, speaking of shortstop, his last at-bat had a fielder's choice to shortstop, and he did avenge the first on that one.
Very well said. Count goes to 0-2 on that foul ball. Booth coming into the game for Freggio, and yep, his day ended earlier on. Booth pitching.
I think you pronounce it right now.
Yeah, of course when he's out of the game, it doesn't matter, but Booth looking in for an 0-2 pitch to J.D. Urso. Good
off-speed pitch, almost sneaking into the outside corner for a strike, but just missing. 1-2. Booth looking on in. The 1-2 pitch. J.D. Urso with a strong line drive down the left field line, and it is fair. J.D. will turn for 2, and looks like he will get a leadoff double. Gives the peace sign to the dugout, Mr. Davis.
That will be his 7th double of the season. An excellent way to start off the inning for the Spartans, as they now have Lions coming up.
Lions is coming up. Coming up to the bat, like as Mr. Davis mentioned, number 0, Jamarcus Lyons. Our intern actually just told us J.D. Urso's, I believe, 6th double. They updated. It happens.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah, I hate when the intern does that. But he's correct. He's the stat guy here. Jamarcus Lyons looking at a pitch will be a ball low, 1-0. But yeah, no. Gives the peace sign to the dugout. Now the Spartans have a RBI opportunity here for Lyons. Lyons struck out in the 2nd, looking to continue from his good day at the plate yesterday. Booth from the stretch. The 1-0 pitch will be a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Booth with a fake throw over to second, I guess. He just kind of shows him I have the ball. No one even moves over, but Urso is on second. Lyons looking ready to hit. Pitch to Lyons will be a strike on the outside corner, so count will be 1-2.
Really good pitch by Booth there.
Yep, really good pitch there by Booth. A single will more than likely score the speedy Urso. Booth looks over, the pitch, Urso running, Lyons hitting, and hit directly to the center fielder. Will there be a double play? Urso getting back there safely. So Urso might have stolen the base, but I believe it was a designed hit and run. Lyons hit it directly to Crail, so 1 out here in the inning. Urso still safe on second, and now batting for the University of Tampa Spartans, number 10, DH for today, Giovanni Lorenzo. It scored a run in the 2nd inning, advanced on an error, got on base because of an error, and scored a run in the 2nd. So runner on second, opportunity for Lorenzo to get an RBI. 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Booth, the first pitch to Lorenzo will be a strike. Count will be 0-1. The pitch to Lorenzo. Lorenzo fouling it off. Count will be... Count will be 0-2. Counts 0-2. Booth looks on over. The pitch. Very close pitch on that outside corner. Just missed. 1-2. That was way too close, probably with 2 strikes, but nonetheless, Lorenzo gets the benefit of the doubt, and the count will be 1-2. Urso on second. Booth looking in. Coming set. The pitch. Another pitch outside. Another ball. 2-2.
Lorenzo trying to get his 10th hit of the season, as this is his 23rd at-bat.
Booth coming set. Picking off. Or throwing over. I shouldn't say picking off. Didn't pick off anyone.
You got to commend the reaction time by J.D. Urso. And that last play, he tried to tag, but then he got back right in time.
No, it's good base running.
Good base running, good speed from him.
His dad, of course, being a head coach here for so long, probably has drilled that into him about base running.
Also good genetics, too.
Sure, I guess that could be mentioned. I was more thinking on the terms of your whole life. You're probably got the basic fundamentals of coaching kind of ingrained in you, because just having to, constantly was his dad, but I guess that's another take we could go with too. Urso takes his lead off second. It's also easier to see a pickoff throw from a shortstop. Lorenzo gets a base hit. They will send Urso. Will there be a play at the plate? No, there will not. Lorenzo will get an RBI single
as he karaoke's into home plate.
Urso does karaoke into home plate. Spartans are feeling it here at the ballpark. Spartans take the 5-1 lead here in the bottom of the third. Lorenzo adds to his yearly total with an RBI.
I'm loving the confidence here from the Spartans as they're really, really coming into themselves and scoring a lot of runs, as we see this a lot in almost every game.
Yep.
So we're definitely getting into the momentum that we see from the Spartans.
Very well said. Lorenzo has a 6 RBI on the year. Spartans have a lot to be confident about. Number 1 team in the nation, up by 4 here today. First pitch to who's now batting for the Spartans is number 29, Luke Glancy. Glancy on the day.
Glance had a walk.
Yep. In the second, scored a run. And now Lorenzo is on first base with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Spartans do lead 5-1. Clancy, swing and a miss. Count will be 1-1. So Lorenzo comes in, gets a base hit and an RBI. Is the DH on the day, so we'll not see him in the field, but we'll see him up at the plate. Booth coming set. The pitch.
Just missed.
Just missed. Giving the lefties the benefit of the doubt on the outside corner, I believe, today is what I've at least picked up. It's a 2-1 pitch. Or it's 2-1. Sorry, I keep saying 2-1 pitch instinctually, but it's a 2-1 count. About to be the 2-1 pitch, and it is. And Glancy hits one up in the air. Quails looking at it. I think lost it for a second, but found it at the warning track. So that'll be the second out here in the bottom of the third. Lorenzo will still be on first. And now coming to the plate for the University of Tampa Spartans will be the 9th hitter in the order, number 5, Nicholas Winkelmeyer. Winkelmeyer in the second walked and scored a run. Looking for his first hit of the day. Spartans with 2 outs are 0 for 2 on the day, so looking to change that right here, right now. Booth coming set. The pitch. Good breaking pitch into the strike zone. Count will be 0-1. Oh, 0-1 count. Lefty versus lefty battle. The pitch. Looking for that outside corner. Missing. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Booth coming set. The pitch. Winkelmeyer not swinging. Count will be 1-2. The pitch from Booth. Winkelmeyer hits it. Right field line single for Winkelmeyer. Runners will now be on first and second with 2 outs, so that will be the first hit for the Spartans with 2 outs on the day. And now coming up to the plate will be the leadoff hitter and center fielder, number 8, Jordan Lala. Lala on the day has been walked, hit by a pitch for an RBI, so has no hits but does have an RBI. Looking for his first hit right here. Runners are in scoring position. Lala looking for his 14th RBI on the year. If he can get a single. Good off-speed pitch there by Booth, breaking in to the outside part for a strike. Count will now be 0-1. We are here in the bottom of the third. Spartans started off slow, and then in the second put up a 3 spot and put up the 5th run here in the bottom of the third. Lala hits it on over to second. Lions toss it on over to second, and that will take us to the top of the 4th. Spartans put 1 on the board, get, I believe, 2 hits. Yep, and no errors, and we will be headed to the top of the 4th. Your number 1 ranked Tampa Spartans here in Tampa, Florida, lead by a score of 5-1 against the St. Leo Lions on TampaSpartans.tv.
pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
What do you get when you take your favorite food and stuff it inside a pocket of homemade dough? Cooked perfectly until golden brown. It's a mouth-watering empanada from Mr. Empanada. No one makes a better empanada. Take Ted Webb's word for it.
Almost as good as my mom used to make.
Check out our website for a location near you, MrEmpanada.com.
And we are back here in beautiful Tampa, Florida. It's a beautiful Saturday doubleheader happening between these two Sunshine State Conference rivals. St. Leo Lions are taking on the Tampa Spartans for the last part of this series. Here today, Spartans took the 7-1 lead yesterday. Now currently lead 5-1 at home in the top of the fourth. Coming to the plate for the St. Leo Lions, Mr. Davis
is Sparling with a fly out in his last at bat to center field. So he's definitely trying to get a hit on the afternoon. We will see coming up right now.
The pitch from Paul. Beautiful off-speed pitch, just getting in there for a strike. Count will be 0-1.
And Paul having a great start so far. Only one strikeout, surprisingly.
Yep, only one strikeout, but letting his defense do the work. So it doesn't matter how you get the outs, just make sure you get them. So, doesn't usually, let's check out actually real quick. You mentioned that. Let's check out his strikeout per 9 on the year. Go to Michael Paul. Strikeout per 9 is 9.44, so very, very good statistic caught there by Mr. Davis. Usually strikes out more, but real quickly hits a blooping pop-up that gets caught by Winkelmeyer, who just keeps backpedaling and making the catch. So that'll be the first out here in the top of the fourth. And now up to bat for the St. Leo Lions
will be Roa. Roa's last at-bat was 1 for 1, so he got on base with a single to left field.
Paul asking for a new baseball, getting one.
Roa DHing here on this first game of the doubleheader. Make sure you guys continue to tune in to TampaSpartans.tv.
Game will probably be about 4:15, 4:30. It says 4 on the schedule, but you never know with how these games go. They sometimes speed up, then slow down, so we can never really give you an accurate time. So between 4:15 and 4:30, you'll definitely see a start of the game. Paul, 0-1 pitch. Beautiful pitch there by Paul. It's a beautiful Paul Saturday here at the ballpark. Always pitches the first game of the doubleheaders here for the Spartans. It was a great inside pitch. It was a nice fastball that just had to keep Roja just from not even getting the bat off his shoulder. The 0-2 pitch from Paul. Breaking pitch, looking for a swing, not getting one, so the count will now run to 1-2. 1-2 count with one out here in the top of the fourth. No one on. Paul from the windup. The 1-2 pitch. Looking for that outside corner, barely missing it. Count will go to 2-2. But yep, we were mentioning Paul's strikeout per 9 is under 10, like 9.4 something. So not doing that today, but still getting out. So nonetheless doing his job. But the 2-2 pitch. Beautiful pitch, and looked very similar to the strike I mentioned was so
Close
beautiful
call.
before, but the umpire, I'm sure, is hearing it from the dugout because that looked the exact same. But again, he's the umpire, so the count is 3-2. Full count. Paul the pitch. Roja hits it foul.
And you mentioned his strikeout per 9, but also you got to give a really, really good shout out to the Spartans defense for getting the job done. So, good start for the Spartans defense tonight.
Well said, Mr. Davis. The pitch from Paul. And that will be strike 3. Ring it up. An emphatic strikeout call by the umpire. And we're talking about Paul not having enough strikeouts. Must have heard us up here in the booth. That will be his second on the day. And that will be the second out of the top of the 4th. So now coming up to the plate for the St. Louis Lions, Mr. Davis.
Is Wyman, who was 0 for 1 with a ground out to third. But you did mention, his second strikeout. The baseball guys are definitely listen to what I'm saying.
Oh,
every single time I'm saying something, they're going to prove me wrong.
It's only baseball. I don't know why. I say it. It happens. Only thing is, I think I said, hey, I'll win the lottery or Ferrari.
Yeah.
And, of course, they can't, they don't have those powers. So, of course, we're joking up here in the booth. The 0-1 pitch from Paul. Swing and a miss from Wyman. So there'll be an 0-2 count with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. So he might strike out 2 of the 3 batters after we literally said he has not had enough strikeouts today. So we'll find out right here, right now, the 0-2 pitch. Looking for that outside corner, missing high and away. Count will be 1-2.
And if I'm Coach Urso, looking at Paul's pitch count and looking at what his statistics are right now, it's a good start.
Good start to the day. It is a good start today. We'll have more about that after the 1-2 pitch. Missing the outside corner, count will be 2-2. So, good start to the day.
Only 13 batters faced so far.
Only 13 batters faced, making quick work of the Lions so far. Gave up the 1 run, but it wasn't earned. It was on the air. So he's just waiting to see how this will play out, to figure out how he'll do the relief work here today. The pitch from Paul will be a 3rd straight ball, so the count will now run full with 2 outs. So, like we mentioned, it's at the top of the 4th. I could see him potentially, if they really wanted to push it, going to the top of the 7th. The next game, I think we looked at it earlier, will be, I believe, ball hit in the air. Drew running after it, be foul. Count will reset, but I'm pretty sure the next game for the Spartans, after today's doubleheader, we're going to get our intern to check that real quick. It will be Tuesday, actually, away at Flagler in St. Augustine, Florida at 6 p.m. So we will not be calling that game, but make sure to tune in for their coverage of it. And then I believe they play... 1 second. We're having our intern check it. Another pop-up foul. We'll do it again. 3-2 count. Three-two count, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Paul looking to put Wyman away. Just missing the strike zone. Wyman takes his free pass to first.
And that will be Paul's first walk of the afternoon after a controversial call. But it was a little bit high, so the ump definitely did get it right on that play. As we have Cumulus come up to the plate. 0 for 1 tonight.
Paul, the pitch. First pitch will be a strike. 0-1. Yeah, we can't get the schedule going. I screwed up one of the laptops, so looking for it. It's an 0-1 pitch. About to ensue. The pitch from Paul, just somehow missing that outside corner. Looked like a strike to me, but again, they called a ball, so count will be 1-1. They will face Palm Beach Atlantic at home. That's the next time you'll be hearing us. I believe that will be Friday and a doubleheader on Saturday. Finally got it to load. Paul, the 1-1 pitch. Hit very deep, very back, way back. And that's a home run for Cumulus, and it is gone. The score is now 5-3. Mr. Davis.
Wow, a good 2-run shot from Cumulus to get the Lions back into the game. Now they trail by 2. I believe Cumulus, that is his second home run on the season and his 10th RBI. So the Lions now 3 runs trailing 3-5 as
there's a 2-run.
Lehman comes up to the plate.
That will be actually, I believe, Neiman, you're correct. Score has now been brought from 5-1 to 5-3, so this game looks a lot closer for the Lions now. Paul pitching really well, showing you how much one pitch can change your afternoon around. Be interesting to see. Just threw it a little too far inside to a lefty, and of course Cumulus turned on it, and now they're tied in hits, and the deficit is 2. Paul pitching emphatically on that outside corner.
I just want to go back to that 2-run shot. I just want to relish that moment just a little bit because he really just extended his swing, got in the sweet spot. It was the perfect contact.
Yep, was really good content. As a Spartans fan, you don't like to see it. If you're a Lions fan, you love to see it. Count 2-1. Paul trying to get out of this top of the 4th. We were mentioning how well he was doing, and then, like I said, one pitch kind of can change your afternoon here in this great game of baseball. So we saw it right there. 2-1 pitch, another long hit, way back, way back. Do we have back-to-back home runs? No, we do not. We have a nice catch by Glancy that will take us to the bottom of the 4th. St. Leo hits a 2-run home run, make it a 2-run deficit, with the one hit being the 2-run home run, and no errors in the top of the 4th. So, number 1 ranked Tampa Spartans still lead by a score of 5-3 against the St. Leo Lions here on TampaSpartans.tv.
This is the University of Tampa. UT students travel from across the nation and around the globe to join a dynamic learning community. There are 150 academic programs, continuing studies for non-traditional students, and a highly ranked graduate school. Academic opportunities are extensive and rigorous, but this mid-sized residential campus retains a welcoming feel. With a student-faculty ratio of 16-1, students benefit from direct interaction with expert faculty, a faculty that is passionate about teaching and mentoring. Outside the classroom, UT enjoys a unique environment. Plant Hall, a National Historic Landmark, is surrounded by modern and historic buildings on 105 acres. UT's beautiful downtown riverfront setting offers a gateway to the heart of a vibrant city. Students are within walking distance of jobs and internships, and the recreational opportunities are endless, both off campus and on campus. Students live in upscale residence halls.
Welcome back to the bottom half of the 4th. St. Leo makes this game a little bit closer with a 2-run home run in the top half of the 4th by Cumulus. Now batting for the University of Tampa Spartans to lead off the bottom of the 4th, number 2, Drew Earhart, the catcher. Huge swing by Drew, missing. Count will be 0-1. Drew on the day in the first inning lined out to center and reached base safely on an error, which produced an RBI in the second inning. Booth, the pitch will be low. Count will now be 1-1. So wherever you are enjoying this doubleheader, whether you're at the ballpark listening in or if you're in your dorm or at the beach, hopefully you're having a great Saturday. Beautiful day here in Tampa, Florida for some baseball, the beach, whatever you like to do. We've had some really good weather. Have not had a rain out all year. Of course, when I say that, watch the next home series. Of course, be raining, or later today there will be rain. But as of now, yet to have a rain out. So Baseball gods are on our side. 2-1 count. Swing by Drew missing. So count will now be 2-2.
Yeah, didn't have a level swing on that one. Trying to uppercut it a little bit too much and just.
That's one of those swings you just react. You wish you could take back, but it happens to all of us. Happened to me. Probably happened to you when you
Definitely
played.
happened to me.
Drew swinging, drop third strike. Drew hustling down the first base line, off the bag. A close play at first, but that will be an out. That will be, I believe, Booth's second strikeout on the day. Drew makes it closer than it probably should have been. Nice hustle there by Mr. Earhart. Now coming to the plate, though, is number 19, the right fielder for the Spartans, E.J. Cumbo. Cumbo on the day started off his day with an RBI single and then flew out, which gave him an RBI, so it was a sac fly single. Or sac fly single, that's not even a thing.
Sac fly to center.
I just invented a thing that's not a statistic. Okay. He's 1 for 1 on the day with 2 RBIs to keep it safe. But, yeah, no, had a sac fly that scored a run. Apologies, everyone. I know you're probably looking around going, like, what's going on? Count is now 1-1. The pitch to Cumbo. Cumbo hits it in the air. Coming in is the left fielder, Cumulus, who gets the second out here in the bottom half of the fourth. A lot of going on. We're tuning into some March Madness action up here and trying to look at some statistics as the update, so apologies if we say the wrong thing. But, yep, Cumbo has 2 RBIs in the day. That's his first time he doesn't, or second time he doesn't reach base safely. But now batting is number 26, Dan Sullivan. Sullivan on the day.
Fielder's choice to second.
And
also another strikeout.
Yep, struck out in the second. First pitch to him is a swinging miss, so it will be 0-1. Booth, the pitch. Sullivan, another swing and a miss. So count will be 0-2 with 2 outs.
Definitely an ambitious Sullivan here.
Yep.
Trying to get some contact on as he does not have any hits.
Well, if you're going to get 3 chances, might as well swing at all of them. Sullivan, another big swing and a miss, so that will take us to the top of the 5th. Spartans get no hits, no runs scored, no errors as we head to the top of the 5th. Your number 1 ranked Tampa Spartans lead by a score of 5-3 against the St. Leo Lions here in Tampa, Florida.
College sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
It's not about any one thing. It's about how everything comes together, how it all connects. People, ideas, resources, community, everything. Quality of life services. That's what we do. Sodexo.
And welcome back to the top of the 5th. Tampa, Florida is rocking. Beautiful Saturday doubleheader happening right here. Michael Paul on the mound. Had a not necessarily rough 4th inning, but did give up the 2-run home run. Score is a lot closer than it was an inning or 2 prior. Number 1 ranked Tampa Spartans lead by a score of 5-3 against the St. Leo Lions. Now batting for the St. Leo Lions, Mr. Davis.
Is Trovinger, who was 0 for 1 with a strikeout swinging. So with second at bat, trying to get a hit here and get some momentum going for the Lions.
Yep, the Lions, it's been momentum going towards the Lions after that 2-run home run. They got a quick bottom half of the 4th. First pitch from Paul here in the top of the 5th is a strike, swinging strike. If you're wondering how we got where we got here today, in the bottom of the 1st, Cumbo had an RBI single. Top of the 2nd, Neiman doubled on the line to tie it. And then in the bottom of the 2nd, Lala was hit by a pitch. Winkelmeyer scored. Then an error scored Glancy and in the same inning. Then Cumbo hit a sac fly RBI, which scored Winkelmeyer, which made it, I believe, 3-1. or 4-1, and then Lorenzo got a single. Then Lorenzo hit a single and made it 5-1, and then of course Kimla's homered, and that made it 5-3. Apologies, we had a lot going on up here, but that's what led the game to where it is right now. Now batting for St. Leo.
It's Nunez.
Nunez, so
takes the first strike. Single in his last at bat.
Yep. Single in his last at bat. Paul 0-1. The pitch. Nunez hits it down the right field line. Sullivan running after it, but it will go foul. So count will be 0-2. Count. The pitch from Paul. Just missing. I'm, to be frankly honest, don't know where that really missed, but again, broadcaster, not an umpire. Just being a former baseball player is a tough one to look at. But 1-2 pitch from Paul. Paul throwing off speed, looking for Nunez to chase. Nunez does not chase. Count is 2-2. Paul, 2-2 pitch. Nunez turns on it. Way back. Glancy looking like he might be under it. Glancy catching it at the wall. Long fly out there by Nunez, and it will be the second out here in the top of the fifth.
Great play by Glancy as he was at the warning track and got the ball. So,
yep,
it wasn't a home run, but definitely another.
Well, it's a tough play in the
Glancy.
sun, so it was ranged back and had to deal with the wall being there. He made it look easier than it is, and just a good fundamental play by him. Anderson up to bat, looking for a quick sneak bunt, and will be
that one.
Nonetheless, Earhart catches it, so it will be 0-1 count. Anderson seems to have either missed a sign. I believe I heard something from the dugout, but nonetheless, interesting to bunt here with 2 outs. For those at the ballpark, swing and a miss there by Anderson. There at the ballpark, the scoreboard reads 1 out, but I believe it's 2. It is 2. So if you're at the ballpark listening in, there are 2 outs. 0-2 pitch from Paul is in the dirt, so count will be 1-2 now. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Spartans and Paul trying to make quick work of the Lions here in the top of the fifth to head to the bottom of the fifth, so we'll find out after this pitch. Paul, the 1-2 pitch. Anderson hits it on the ground over to Winklemeyer. Winklemeyer stabs it, flips it on over to Sullivan, and that will take us to the bottom half of the fifth here in Tampa, Florida. The number 1 ranked Tampa Spartans lead by a score of 5-3 against the St. Leo Lions here on TampaSpartans.tv. Welcome back to the bottom of the fifth. Your number one ranked Tampa Spartans lead here at home in Tampa, Florida by a score of 5-3 against the St. Leo Lions. We are at the bottom of the fifth. Leading off for the Spartans, J.D. Urso, the shortstop. His 2 at-bats today in the first inning, advanced to first on a fielder's choice, and then in the third, hit a leadoff double in which he eventually scored as a run. So having a good start to his day as a player of the week under his belt on the year. So doing a real good job in this, well, I guess second freshman season with the COVID year, of course. So lefty versus righty, Booth versus Urso, 1-1 count. The pitch, ball outside. Count will be 2-1. Thank you for everyone for tuning in. Makes us feel good. All this work we put up here, the stats, of course, me and Mr. Davis feel pretty special. Thank you guys for tuning in, checking out some Tampa Spartans baseball. We've had a good year so far. The Spartans have 21 wins, and a lot of them at home, so we've been fortunate to be able to call so many of these awesome games this year. Jack Ike, wherever you are, probably on a cruise ship drinking a pina colada. Looking at strike 3 is Urso, and that'll be the first out here in the bottom of the fifth. But yet, Mr. Jack Ike will be back here, I believe, next weekend on a week cruise that he's scheduled, I believe, post or pre-COVID, and then finally get the chance to go on. So I'm happy for him. So Mr. Brandon Davis here for the weekend, checking in, calling some baseball. Love to see it. 1 out. Up to the plate now is Jamarcus Lyons, the hero from yesterday's game, but today has remained hitless. Struck out in the second, flew to out to the center fielder Crail in the third. It's an 0-1 count. The pitch from Booth will be another strike. So a quick 0-2 count to Lyons here with 1 out in the bottom of the fifth. Tampa leads 5-3 in the first game of this 2-game doubleheader. The pitch from Booth. Lyons fouls it off to stay alive. The pitch. Lyons hits it up the middle and gets his first base hit of the day. So like I said, Mr. Davis, every time you mention something, usually goes the opposite way.
Well, I didn't mention anything about Lyons.
No, I did. I said he hasn't got a hit all day, gets a hit. Like I said, it just kind of happens, part of the game. Lyons gets first base hit of the day, will be on first base. Next up to bat for the University of Tampa Spartans, number 10, the DH for the Spartans, Giovanni Lorenzo. On the day, he scored a run in the second off an error, and in the third, only advanced to second, but got an RBI single. So, good start to his day. Lyons takes his lead, and he's off. There'll be a play at second. Lyons will get a stolen base. I believe that's Lyons' first stolen base at home, but we're going to ask our intern to see if he could tell us. And that will be his first stolen base of the year. So, congrats to Jamarcus Lyons on that. Good jump by Lyons.
Yep.
2-run lead, so it was a risky move, but worked out in his favor. Now Lorenzo has the opportunity to get another RBI on the day. Lefty versus lefty matchup. 0-1 pitch about to be underway, and here it is. Lorenzo turns on it. If it goes farther than it does high, it's probably a home run, but it looks like it will just be a tag up. Oh, wait, no, not. Lyons was off the bag, so Lorenzo with a major league pop-up to the right fielder, Sparling, but now up to bat with 2 outs. RBI opportunity will be number 29, Luke Glancy. Glancy on the day had a walk in the second, scored a run in the second, and flew out to Crail in the third. Lefty versus lefty matchup. Spartans looking to add some insurance runs on the board right here, right now. The pitch from Booth. Fouled off by Glancy. Like you were mentioning, Glancy did a good job in the field so far today.
Glancy in his previous innings had really, really good defensive plays at left field, saving a couple of potential home runs, but trying to do it on the other end.
Booth, the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Count will be 1-1. Glancy staying patient in the box, waiting for his pitch. If he throws one inside, Glancy does have the power to turn on it, so it'll be interesting to see what Booth does and how he pitches to Glancy. Lefty-lefty usually favoring the pitcher. Booth, the 1-1 pitch. Nice strike on the outside corner. Hasn't called that all day, but I still think that's a strike, so it'll be 1-2. Booth looking in. Lions taking his lead. Booth coming set. And the 1-2 pitch. Glancy hitting it on the ground over to first. Will there be a close play at first? There will be sort of one, but it doesn't really much matter because that will be the third out here in the bottom of the fifth. 0-1-0-1. The Spartans still lead by a score of 5-3 against the St. Leo Lions here in Tampa, Florida on TampaSpartans.tv.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby. Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org/opportunity.
And we are back here for the top of the sixth of Game 1 of this doubleheader here in Tampa, Florida. Spartans lead by a score of 5-3 against the St. Leo Lions. Paul still back on the mound, having a good day so far. 5 innings pitched, 4 hits given up, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Did give up that home run, is at 82 pitches, but still will be on tap for the win if the score remains the same. Dalton Ross got the save yesterday, so it'll be interesting to see who comes in to potentially close if this game stays the same way all the way to the ninth. Paul, the pitch to Crail. Doesn't even give us the time to talk about him. Glancy looking to be under it, and he is. So that will be the first out here in the top of the sixth. Now up to bat for the St. Leo Lions. Mr. Davis.
Is Sparling, who in the previous inning had that deep catch at right fielder. So he will come up with a fly out to center field and a pop fly to second. So he's 0 for 2 as he steps into the batter's box.
The pitch from Paul. 0-0 pitch will be a swing and a miss there by Sparling.
Yeah, you could tell he's definitely anxious, a little off balance on his swing, but trying to regroup and stay composed.
I think it's a good idea to swing at the first pitch. There was some article I was reading the other day about first pitch swinging.
Mm-hmm.
It's confidence level. Oh, swing and a miss, so it's 0-2. But the confidence of a batter when they swing on the first pitch, even if they miss, goes through the roof because now you got your bat off the shoulder. Now you're like, okay, now I can swing. Because sometimes batters get stuck with that bat on their shoulder. So swing on the first pitch is a strategy some hitting coaches take. So not a bad swing, there. But it's an 0-2 pitch from Paul. Hit on over to Urso with a fantastic play, throwing it across the diamond to Sullivan. And ladies and gentlemen, that's an ESPN-worthy play right there, making it look easy over there at short is Urso, and that will be the second out here in the top of the sixth. Now batting for the St. Leo Lions, Mr. Davis.
Is Roa, who was 1 for 2 this afternoon with a single and eventually scored on that at-bat, and then with a strikeout looking. So he is 1 for 2 in the night. But an excellent play by Jeter.
No, it's fantastic. Ranged over to the right, looking like Jeter, but slid kind of like a baseball slide, got up from that, and threw an absolute strike over to Sullivan. Does help to have a tall first baseman, but still a great play there by J.D. Urso. Win reality athlete showing it not in virtual reality, but in actual reality. Nonetheless, 0-0 pitch.
Well, you talked about that.
Will be a ball.
You talked about the virtual reality.
Sorry.
Oh, it's 2-0 now. Well, you talked about the virtual reality that J.D. Urso has been going through with batting and fielding. Can you touch more upon that?
I can after this next pitch. I will be more than happy to talk about it. The 2-0 pitch will be a ball. Count will run to 3-0 against Roa. Win Reality is this new VR thing that you can download on, I believe, the Oculus. I actually got to talk to the owner of that, would be Dan O'Dowd, who used to be the former Rockies GM. And really, it's changing the game of baseball. So if it's a rain delay, you can see real live pitches. You connect this thing to your bat, first pitch or first strike of the at bat to Roa. So count will be 3-1. And you connect it to your bat. You put on virtual reality, and it's meant to just see live at bats in your home. So if you can't necessarily see a game, you can actually see live pitching. Huge swing, way back and foul. If that was fair, folks, we'd have a 5-4 ball game. But that was indeed foul. This isn't cricket, so that's not 6 points. It's just a redo of the count. Count will be 3-2, 2 out. Not redo, a reset of the. You get my point. It's a 3-2 count, 2 outs. Row up to bat. But yeah, basically it's just for you to get live bat appearances at home, and you can face off against any major leaguer. That'll be ball 4, and Row will go to first. But yeah, you can see what it's like to face against major leaguers like Scherzer, and what it helps is trains your eyes to see what 95 looks, what 94 curveball looks like. Not saying someone throws a 94 mile per hour curveball, but it helps you see pitches better. So that's in a very rambled on.
It's definitely the tied together new generation of baseball players.
It's changing the game of how it goes. So I think it's really going to benefit the people who use it. You've obviously seen JD's hitting go through the roof. He's already a great hitter. He even become a better one because of Win Reality. The pitch from Paul will be a strike. Count will be 0-1, and the batter is Wyman, who on the day, if you could tell us what he's done so far, Mr. Davis.
With a ground ball to third, and then he advanced to first with a walk, but then eventually scored on that play. So Wyman 0 for 1 this afternoon with a runner on first.
Yep, runner on first is Roa. Paul, the 0-1 pitch. Don't know how that's not a strike, going to be frankly honest, but that's 1-1. Again, I don't know what part of the strike zone that missed. Again, must be seeing something that I'm not. So count is 1-1. Paul coming set. The 1-1 pitch. That's a strike, so that's a 1-2. It's just a little bit higher, so a little game of Tetris being played out there. 1-2 count. 2 outs.
Tetris, I haven't heard that in a while. The last time I played Tetris.
I said Tetris strike zone.
The last time I played Tetris was like 2009.
1-2 pitch from Paul about to happen. Paul coming set. Roa takes his lead. The pitch. Hitting that outside corner for strike 3, and that will be the 4th strikeout for Paul. And that will take us to the bottom half of the 6th. The University of Tampa Spartans here in Tampa lead by a score of 5-3 against the St. Leo Lions here on TampaSpartans.tv. We'll be back after the break.
I think, no, 7th inning stretch is about to start, so we'll just wait.
But we're back. We're good. We're back for the bottom of the 6th. Pizza's arrived at the press box, what we're talking about. But, hey, we're not talking about food. We're talking about baseball over here. And the Tampa Spartans lead by a score of 5-3 against the St. Leo Lions here in beautiful Tampa, Florida. Can't say that enough. It's a great day to be at the ballpark. Nicholas Winkelmeyer looking to face Booth. Will be a lefty-lefty matchup. And the first pitch will be a strike on the outside corner.
Now, Winkelmeyer, in his last 2 at-bats, walked and singled to right field. He takes a ball.
Yep, that'll be 1-1 count. Yep. 1-1 count. Pitch on the outside corner for a ball. Count will be 2-1. Booth, the pitch to Winkelmeyer will be a strike, actually hitting that outside corner this time. So count now runs to 2-2. Booth looking in. Winkelmeyer looks ready to hit. Not needing to because that was a ball in the dirt. Count will be 3-2. No outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Booth, full count, the pitch. Winkelmeyer, strong hit up the middle. It drops, and that will be a base hit for Nicholas Winkelmeyer. Be his 2nd of the day. 3rd time he has been on base. So, as you can hear in the background, Nicholas Winkelmeyer is staying hot at the plate. Runner on first is, of course, Winkelmeyer, but all batting up right now for the University of Tampa Spartans. Number 8, Jordan Lala. Lala on the day started off his day with a walk and scoring a run. In the 2nd inning, hit by a pitch with the bases loaded, so he got an RBI there. Then in the 3rd, was on base, didn't move further than first base on a fielder's choice. So, lefty-lefty matchup with Winkelmeyer at first. They throw over to keep him honest, and the count is 0-0. And what I'm seeing right now is a righty warming up in the bullpen for the Lions. Don't have a number.
And also ready for the Spartans.
Yep. About like we're about to have relief time here in Tampa. Booth.
Oh.
Throws it. Lala bunting it up in the air directly to Booth. So that'll be the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. 6th, yeah. Now batting, the catcher, number 2, Drew Earhart. Will now walk up to the plate. On the day, Mr. Earhart lined out to center. Got an RBI and an error in the 2nd and struck out in the 4th. So looking for his first hit of the day. Winkelmeyer on first will take his lead. Booth looking on in. Drew Earhart looking ready to hit. The 0 pitch from Booth will be a strike, 0-1 count. An 0-1 pitch from Booth will be a strike. Count now 0-2. Booth looking on in. Drew looking ready to hit. Winkelmeyer taking a lead. Umpire calls grants Earhart time, and we'll reset. 0-2 pitch from Booth. Drew Earhart with a hard hit. Will it drop in? And it will. So back-to-back singles for the Spartans. Drew will get his first base hit of the day, and now coming up to bat, the oh-so-dangerous right fielder for the University of Tampa Spartans, number 19, E.J. Cumbo.
Good 2 at-bats here from the starting lineup for the Spartans.
Yep.
Good 2 rips to center field. Good position for Cumbo to get a nice RBI.
Yep,
runner second.
Runner is on scoring position. I wanted to mention real quick before his at-bat. First inning got a single and an RBI. Then 2nd inning got a sac fly RBI. So he has 2 RBIs on the day, and then in the 4th he flew out to left field. So another RBI opportunity here for Cumbo. First pitch to him will be a strike. Runners on first and second here with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th.
This is frequent for Cumbo to have RBI territory here because he does lead the team in RBIs with 30.
Someone who is usually the 3 or 4 hitter should usually. Cumbo hits a fly ball to right field, will probably tag Winkelmeyer, and they will. Will there be a play at third? No, there will not. Runner will be on first and third. So Cumbo, it's a fly ball over to right field, does move over Winkelmeyer. Drew Earhart is at first, so there are 2 outs for Dan Sullivan, who I believe is hitless on the day. Did have a double yesterday. So St. Leo Lions catcher Neiman's making a call for a first and third, thinking the Spartans have something up their sleeve. Will they? Who knows? We'll find out. Sullivan has reached on base today on a fielder's choice, but has struck out both in the 2nd and 4th inning. 2 outs. Booth coming set. The pitch. Sullivan swinging again. At least he's getting his fair chances here.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when you swing, if you at least swing and miss, you at least knew you swung. The worst is when you don't swing and you stare at strike 3. Those are the worst. So Sullivan getting his fair cuts. 0-1 count. Booth looking in. Runners at the corners. The pitch. Sullivan hits a base hit down the right field line, and it is fair. That will score a run. Score will be 6-3. Sullivan running to second. Urso being held up by... Urso is holding up Drew Earhart. Runners on second and third. Sullivan goes to double digits in doubles. It's 10th of the year. So he gets an RBI and his first hit of the day. Spartans now lead 6-3. And that leaves a perfect opportunity for the man walking up to the plate, J.D. Urso, who has runners on second and third here with 2 outs. But before that, the St. Leo head coach will walk to the mound to what I'm assuming will be a pitching change. He's marking something on his chart, so it may not be a pitching change. It is not. So they're going to trust Booth to get out of this runners on second and third jam with J.D. Urso up to the plate. There is a righty warming up in both bullpens for both teams. So
I think the coach is telling him, just try to wrap this inning up and we'll go forward from there, because I think there is a pitcher warming up and he probably will start in the next inning or so. So we'll see.
Yep, very well said. Bottom of the 6th, Spartans just scored a run. Sullivan on an RBI double. Spartans lead at 6-3. Deficit now by 3 runs. J.D. Urso looking ready to hit. Booth the pitch. Good breaking ball for a strike. Count will be 0-1.
Urso doubled in the 3rd inning, then eventually scored in that inning. So
talking about J.D. Urso, of course, in the first. Fielder's choice, advanced to first, hit a double, like Mr. Davis said, in the 3rd, and scored a run. And then in the 5th, struck out looking. J.D. Urso looking on that strike on the outside corner. So now count is 0-2 quickly, so Booth may get out of it. Let's find out if he does. J.D. Urso trying to prevent him from doing that. 0-2 count. Booth looking in. The pitch from Booth. Missing low. Count will go to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Looking for strike 3. Everyone was excited, but the umpire calling that a ball. Umpire warns the dugout. Interesting to kind of heckle the umpire. This is the first game of a doubleheader today, so I'm assuming the umpire will remember that. 2-2 pitch about to go. The 2-2 pitch. Urso hitting it on the ground. Will there be a play? at first. There will, and that will actually take us to the top of the 7th. So Dan Sullivan gets the score to 6-3 on an RBI double. The Spartans do strand 2, and that will take us to the top of the 7th. Your University of Tampa Spartans lead by a score of 6-3 here in Tampa, Florida against the St. Leo Lions on TampaSpartans.tv.
I pledge.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
It's not about any one thing. It's about how everything comes together, how it all connects. People, ideas, resources, community, everything. Quality of life services. That's what we do. Sodexo.
What do you get when you take your favorite food and stuff it inside a pocket of homemade dough? Cooked perfectly until golden brown. It's a mouth-watering empanada from Mr. Empanada. No one makes a better empanada. Take Ted Webb's word for it.
Almost as good as my mom used to make.
Check out our website for a location near you, MrEmpanada.com.
Will be Forsyth. And we are here in the top of the 7th. Spartans lead 6-3. Sullivan last inning got an RBI double. Extended the Spartans lead to 3. Forsyth, the 1-0 pitch. Hit down the line and foul. Count will go to 1-1. Forsyth comes by way of Ole Miss. Looking to finish off this game. 1-1 pitch. Great breaking ball. Somehow not a strike, so count will be 2-1. Not going to lie, a couple questionable ones, but both sides have been chirping at the umpire, so who knows why that's not a strike, but hasn't been calling it much today. Started off calling the outside strike for lefties, but since changed. Cumulus hits it over to Glancy. Glancy directly under it, making the catch. Cumulus did have a home run. That's why the score was brought to 5-3 before Solomon, of course, made it 6-3. So he gets a fly out. That'll be the first out for Forsyth. And now batting for the St. Leo Lions, Mr. Davis.
Is number 23, Neiman, who actually had a double and an RBI double. And then he advanced to third on that play. Then he had another fly out that was to left field. So 1 for 2 on the afternoon.
So, yep, has a double, has a fly out. Pitch from Forsyth. Ground ball hit over to J.D. Urso. Urso snags it, throws it over to first. Good stretch by Sullivan, and that will be the second out here in the top of the 7th. Now batting for the St. Leo Lions
is Trovinger, who's 0 for 2 on the afternoon.
Will be a righty versus righty matchup. And both
2 strikeouts.
Yep, 2 strikeouts in the 2nd and the 5th inning. So making quick work here in the top of the 7th is Forsyth. Only 5 pitches through 2 batters faced. Forsyth. The pitch. 0-1 count. Forsyth looking in. The 0-1 pitch. Ball outside, count will be 1-1. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Trovinger. Count will go to 0-2. So it'll be a 1-2 count. My bad, I'm looking at the scoreboard. So 1-2 count. The pitch by Forsyth is now 2-2. Forsyth looking in. From the windup, the 2-2 pitch. Fouled off and staying alive is Trovinger. Forsyth trying to get out of this inning. The pitch. Somehow missing the outside corner. Count will go full. The 3-2 pitch from Forsyth. And will be strike 3!
Oh, wow.
Thought it was ball 4, wasn't. Umpire seems to think it touched the inside corner, so that will take us to the bottom half of the 7th. Well, actually, will take us to the 7th inning stretch. The number one ranked Tampa Spartans lead by a score of 6-3 against the St. Leo Lions here on TampaSpartans.tv.
This is the University of Tampa. UT students travel from across the nation and around the globe to join a dynamic learning community. There are 150 academic programs, continuing studies for non-traditional students, and a highly ranked graduate school. Academic opportunities are extensive and rigorous, but this mid-sized residential campus retains a welcoming feel. With a student-faculty ratio of 16-1, students benefit from direct interaction with expert faculty, a faculty that is passionate about teaching and mentoring. Outside the classroom, UT enjoys a unique environment. Plant Hall, a National Historic Landmark, is surrounded by modern and historic buildings on 105 acres. UT's beautiful downtown riverfront setting offers a gateway to the heart of a
And we are back here in the bottom of the 7th, listening to some Miley Cyrus, enjoying the 7th inning stretch. The Spartans are enjoying a 3-run lead, and Lyons will step to the plate after getting his first hit of the day in the 5th inning, which is a single. First pitch to him will be a strike. Count will go to 0-1. There's a righty warming up in the bullpen for the Lions. Lefty on the mound, Booth, has been pitching for almost 5 innings. Lions hits a fly ball over to the right fielder, Sparling. And that will be the first out here in the bottom of the 7th. Next up to the plate for the University of Tampa Spartans will be the designated hitter, number 10, Giovanni Lorenzo. 1 for 3 on the day.
Don't forget that RBI single in the bottom of the 3rd.
Well, that would have been the one hit that I was mentioning, so I didn't forget it. But very well said. He did an RBI. I did forget that part. So in the 3rd inning, got an RBI single in an error. He scored in the 2nd, and in the 5th, flew out to Sparling. So looking to add to his day. There will be another game after this, so make sure to stay tuned in for the 4:15, 4:30 area game. We always say that because it says 4 on the schedule, but currently we're sitting at 3:14 in the bottom of the 7th, so we don't know what the actual start time will be. Just keep listening to us, and we'll try to keep you posted as much as possible. That will be 3 straight balls to Lorenzo, so Lorenzo probably will take this next pitch, but we'll find out right here, right now. Lefty versus lefty. Glancy, another lefty on deck. The pitch. And just, ooh.
He thought that was a walk, but he threw his bat down.
So did the PA announcers, because they're playing walk this way. It's been interesting strike zone all day, but now it's 3-1, so Lorenzo looking at a second strike. So now count is full with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Spartans lead 6-3. Booth, the full count pitch. That will be ball 4. And now the PA announcer gets it right. Lorenzo gets a walk, will advance on base for the 3rd time today. And now batting for the University of Tampa Spartans will be left fielder Luke Glancy. Coming in for Lorenzo, pinch running, looks like will be Knutson.
And we talk about so much of the lefties.
Kean Knutson. What are you saying, Mr.?
We talk about so much of the lefties for the Spartans, and I think that this is the reason why they lead so much in these games, because of their lineup and how it should be put. They have the leadoff hitter as a lefty, their bottom 2 hitters are lefties, and they have a switch hitter, and 5 of the 9 hitters are all lefties. So
yep,
it definitely works in their favor.
We mentioned that previously earlier in the game, and it's not necessarily a fact. Doesn't really much matter if you're lefty or righty, but having a strong heavy lineup with power does seem to help the Spartans. And on the base pass now is here Knutson coming in, a stealing base threat, or a base stealing threat, I should say. He's one of the fastest guys on this team, comes in pretty frequently.
Even though this is a lefty-lefty matchup, usually you'll see a righty-lefty matchup, righty as a pitcher, but it definitely works in the lefty's favor. As I know, I was previously a lefty.
Well, it really does depend. Some guys, and I keep saying that it favors the lefty if it's a a righty versus lefty, but it really depends on the hitter. That's why I always say it depends, because some lefties love hitting against lefties, some lefties don't. But when it comes to like the arm angles, usually lefties prefer righties if we're going on.
Of course,
on the average part. So this is probably going to favor Booth more so, but Glancy is a strong hitter, so it can hit both lefties and righties fairly well. So it's a 1-1 count. Knutson is taking over for Lorenzo, who walked. Get some stats on Knutson. Knutson has 1 stolen base on the year. He's batting .333. Glancy hitting a mile-high pop-up. Infielders and outfielders conversing on who will take the ball. Shortstop making a great behind-the-back play casually. And that will be the 2nd out here in the bottom of the 7th. Knutson probably won't try to steal bases have a 3-run lead with 2 outs, but you never know. He is a speedy one over there at first base. Winkelmeyer coming up to the plate on the day. Walked in the 2nd, scored a run in the 3rd. Advanced to 1st, didn't go farther than that. And then in the 6th, got a single and scored a run. Knutson takes the lead. Winkelmeyer looks ready to hit. Booth coming set. The pitch. Breaking in for a strike. Good pitch there by Booth. So it'll be an 0-1 count. Booth looking on in. Booth throwing over to first. Knudsen just walks back to the bag.
Yo, is that Kenny Smith commenting?
The pitch. Knudsen running. Knudsen getting in safely.
Ooh,
so that will be a
just
second
safe.
Stolen base. I think he was way safer than you thought. He slid to the right side part of the bag, so he's probably there by half a step, which I know looks closer. But Knudsen, like I said, a base stealing threat. Shows you why. No one would have thought he would steal there, so that's probably why the perfect opportunity to steal. So that is his second stolen base on the year. And Winkelmeyer now has an RBI opportunity and an insurance run possibility if he can get a base hit right here. Pitch outside 1 and 2. The crowd is heckling. This is going to be an interesting game, too.
Yeah, with this umpire.
Or game 3, game 2 of today coming up. A lot of both sides talking about the strike zone, so we'll see what happens. Booth coming set. Knudsen takes his lead. Winkelmeyer swinging, missing, getting tagged, and that will be a strikeout that will take us to the top of the 8th. For number 1 ranked Tampa Spartans, Strand 1 on second. And with that being said, lead by a score of 6-3 against the St. Leo Lions here in Tampa, Florida on TampaSpartans.tv.
Welcome to the University of Tampa. My name is Tucker Whitman and I'm a junior marketing major here at UT. Today we're going to look at some of the highlights of our beautiful Riverside campus here in downtown Tampa. We'll start at Plan Hall. This historic building was opened in 1891 as the Tampa Bay Hotel and now serves as the main academic building here at UT, with 4 floors of classrooms as well as faculty and administrative offices. Next up, the Vaughn Center, the hub of campus life and activities. This multi-purpose building includes the campus bookstore, our primary cafeteria plus an additional food court, a theater, as well as offices and meeting rooms for student organizations. The Vaughn Center is also one of UT's residence halls, providing 5 floors of student rooms. Morsani Hall is another residence hall here at UT. In addition to housing approximately 450 students, this building offers another selection of eateries as well as a small grocery store. Now let's check out the Sykes College of Business. This academic building houses classrooms and faculty offices for UT's undergrad and graduate business students. This building also has a real-time stock trading room. Right next door is the Sykes Chapel for Faith and Values. This gorgeous interfaith chapel features a large main hall complete with a massive pipe organ, as well as meditation rooms and meeting rooms. Student health care is a major priority for us here at UT. The Dickey Health and Wellness Center is accessible to all students and provides high-quality services including basic medical care, counseling, and wellness programs. On the east side of campus, you'll find the McDonald-Kelsey Library. Here, students can learn from a large collection of books, periodicals, and digital databases. They can also take advantage of our numerous study rooms and computers. The Academic Success Center is another great resource for students. This is your one-stop shop for academic advising, coaching, and tutoring services. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just want to shoot some hoops, the athletic facilities here at UT are hard to beat. The Bob Martinez Athletic Center includes a large gymnasium, a weight room, and training facilities. In addition, the campus features an aquatic center open year-round, 6 tennis courts, baseball and softball fields, a 1,500-seat stadium, as well as a lacrosse field and intramural complex. Need a break from studying? Head to Falk Theater and catch a play. This 1,000-seat historic theater serves as a home for all major performances made by UT's Department of Speech, Theater and Dance, as well as special guests.
And we are back here for the top of the 8th. Tampa Spartans lead by a score of 6-3. On the mound again is Forsyth, had 1 innings pitched. And first pitched at Nunez is a deep fly ball. Glancy seems to be under it. Glancy there, making the catch. So Knudsen, I believe, will be taking over the DH spot. So lineup looks the exact same as of now. Cadenas is in center field now. So center field does change. Lala is exiting the game. Now batting is Anderson. If you can get a rundown on him real quick.
So Anderson, this stolen base runner, we know that.
Sure.
0 for 3.
0 for 3. One quick pitch was 1-0. Continue.
With a pop fly to second, a fielder's choice that reached first, and a ground ball to second. So he's 0 for 3 on the afternoon.
Forsyth, the pitch. will be just missing that outside corner. But yeah, you mentioned stolen base threat. How many stolen bases does he have on the year, Mr. Davis?
I believe that's his 24th stolen base. So he definitely leads the team in stolen bases. The leadoff hitter.
The 2-0 pitch will be a ball. 3-0. Continue.
Yeah, I was just, previously mentioning him to some old school baseball players like Jacoby Ellsbury or maybe even J.J. Rollins. So he definitely gives me that type of vibe he leads off.
Are you talking about Jimmy Rollins, or am I thinking of someone?
Oh, Jimmy Rollins.
No, I'm not trying to correct you. I just try to think if there's a guy I hadn't heard of.
The Phillies.
Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, that's a strike to here, 3-1. Yeah, I hate to cut you off. I don't even. For those wondering, I'm trying.
No, it was good. It was good to correct.
No. But I'm just saying, trying to give him talk. So we're trying to learn some stuff. He's doing a great job so far, but I was just trying to figure out. Anderson hits it on over to Sullivan, still in the tag of the back, and I'll be the second out. But yeah, no, you're doing a good job so far, Mr. Davis. Just when I cut in, I want to make sure people know the outs because the top of it was the scoreboard and the stats are thrown off, so we got to let them know what's going on. So that'll be 2 outs here. If you could give us a little bit on who's coming up next.
So Crail comes up again, another 0 for 3 hitter on the afternoon. As we wait for the interns' stats to pull up.
He's 0 for 3 on the day, like you mentioned.
Left-handed batter up right now. Foul tipped.
That'll be 0-1.
With a fly out to center. Got in a 4-6-3 double play. And then he flew out to left. So not the afternoon he won the start, but definitely another chance right here.
Well, you also have a chance in game 2. And
game
like
2
you mentioned, the fly out was in the first. The double play was in the third. And in the 6th inning, the fly out to left field would be there. Lala actually does not leave the game. I was actually dead wrong. I actually said the wrong person caught the ball. So apologies on that. The stats thing we're looking at was off, and I can't necessarily see who's in the outfield because both of them are lefties. But Lala moves over to left field. Cadenas is at center. Glancy is exiting the game. So count is 0-1. The pitch is outside, so the count is now 1-1. Forsyth with the 1-1 pitch. Good off-speed pitch, breaking to the inside part against Crail, so the count will go to 1-2. Forsyth doing a good job here today. 1-2 count, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. If Forsyth can get a good off-speed or a fastball here to get Crail to either swing and miss or look at it, that will take us to the bottom half of the 8th. But let's find out if I am correct. 1-2 pitch. That will be strike 3. My prediction was correct. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Your number one ranked Tampa Spartans lead by a score of 6-3 against the St. Louis Lions here on TampaSpartans.tv.
College sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
And we are back here for the bottom of the 8th. Now batting for the Tampa Spartans is Jordan Lala, who moved over to left field. But before we do that, the Dunkin' Donuts call to the bullpen. St. Louis Lions bring a new pitcher in. Booth's stay is over, so if you could give me the new pitcher, Jennings.
So Nick Jennings with a 3.68 ERA as he pitches the first pitch for a ball. 3.68 ERA, 2-0 start. So he's undefeated right now. As we pull up Booth's numbers, as his night is done. Booth 5.2 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 7 hits, 2 earned runs with 26 batters faced.
That'll be a good Good instructions for Jennings. That will be a ball inside, 1-1. 5 2/3, by the way, that's what that means. Again, I know you know that. I'm just letting you know because it's tough to tell sometimes with the stats. Lala hitting over to the first baseman. Wyman will take it to first, and that will be the first out here in the bottom of the 8th. Can you see yourself calling baseball more next year?
Yeah, I could definitely see so.
Cool.
I could definitely see so.
Cool. Awesome.
It's always good to be versatile in different sports and
that's
try to
what we
have
like to
different
see.
avenues and be more open-minded as an individual, even as an American itself, because there's so many sports that we see across the world.
Of course, yeah. You called plenty of sports here. You called soccer with me, I know. You've called baseball now.
Called volleyball.
Called volleyball, I believe also softball. So four sport commentator here. Doing a good job so far. The pitch from Jennings. 2-0. Oh, 1-1. Sorry, I was looking at the scoreboard. Jennings, the pitch. Drew Earhart's up at the plate. Talk about his day. He lined out to center in the first and the second. Got an RBI off an error. In the fourth, struck out. And in the sixth, got a single and advanced all the way to third. The pitch from Jennings. Ball high. Count will go to 2-2. So 2-2 count. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch from Jennings. Forsythe. Or not Forsythe, my bad. Drew Earhart, did he beat it out? No, he did not. For some reason said Forsythe. Forsythe will probably come out for the top of the 9th is what I was trying to say. Drew Earhart grounds out to the shortstop Nunez, and that will be the second out here in the bottom of the 8th. Now coming to the plate, number 19, E.J. Cumbo. Cumbo on the day, 1 for 4 with an RBI. Or so, 1 for 3 with 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Stats were updating. And in his last at-bat, flew out to the right fielder Sparling. First pitch to Cumbo will be a get-me-over strike, off-speed pitch, and it'll be 0-1. Jennings the pitch. Cumbo swinging and missing. Count will now go to 0-2. (0-2) count. 2 outs. Jennings, the pitch. Cumbo, did he go? They said he don't. So the count will be 1-2. 1-2 pitch from Jennings. Cumbo hitting off the end of his bat. Will there be a play? Pitcher nor catcher? Watch it fall, so it'll be another 1-2 count. One-two count. 2 outs. Righty versus lefty. The pitch to Cumbo. That will be strike 3. He gone, and that will take us to the top of the 9th. University of Tampa Spartans, number 1 ranked in the nation, lead by a score of 6-3 against the St. Leo Lions, who only have 3 outs to produce 3 runs or more, or this ballgame will be over, and we'll be heading on to Game 2 of this doubleheader here on TampaSpartans.tv.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
And we are here at the top of the ninth. Forsyth back on the mound after 2 innings pitched. Has given up no hits, no earned runs, struck out 2, only pitched 22 pitches. Looking to get the save here. I'm assuming Paul will get the win. If score remains as follows, it will be foul ball. Count will be 0-1. Mr. Davis, can you give us a quick rundown of what happened in the men's lacrosse game for the Spartans today?
Well, you previously mentioned winning, and this is not the only sport that's going on. As we have the men's lacrosse winning 15-12 against Colorado Mesa. Number 2 ranked Tampa Spartans against the number 20th ranked Colorado Mesa. So they won tonight, 15-12. So it's a good start for the men's lacrosse. They previously started their season.
And that will be the first out. Sullivan makes a play down the foul ball, or down the first base line. That'll be the first out here in the top of the ninth. But like you mentioned, great all-around sports here at the University of Tampa. I mean, anywhere you look, lacrosse, women's volleyball, swimming, softball, baseball, soccer made it to the tournament, women's basketball, men's basketball.
Yep.
Yeah, so all the way around, great programs here at the university. Baseball being on the top of those programs, of course. Obviously, you see, if you can see, I believe on the camera, you can. In the left center gap, that shows you how many national championships we have. I have one in my time here in 2019, my I believe sophomore year. They got a championship. They have 8 of those. So Forsyth continuing to pitch, but of course, we're a Tampa Spartans network, so we got to, of course, promote Tampa Spartans sports. But really, just before I even came here, just one of the most well-known Division II programs in all sports. So we'll leave it at that. The 1-1 pitch from Forsyth, hit up in the air. Roja does. Winkelmeyer says he's got it. Does he? He does, and that will be the second out here in the top of the ninth.
So Wyman up 0 for 2 on the night. His previous at-bat struck out looking.
Forsyth looking in. The 0-0 pitch. Just missing 1-0. One more out, and Spartans will have their 22nd. Yeah. One more out, and the Spartans will have their 22nd win on the year. Will have their, I believe, 8th win in the conference. So, well, that might have jinxed it. Let's find out. And ball game, folks. Your University of Tampa Spartans win the ball game by a score of 6-3. Number 1 ranked in the nation. Takes down St. Leo Lions. They will win the series. Will they sweep? We'll find out here in a couple minutes. I'm assuming start time will be about 4:15 area. Make sure to stay with us for Tater Talk Gephardt alongside
Brandon Davis.
It's been a great ball game. Stay tuned for game 2. Spartans win, score 6-3. Have a good break, everyone. Get a quick bite to eat, drink, whatever you want to do, and we'll see you back here for game 2, game 3 of the series. We'll see you soon. Peace, everybody.